in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Now,
Yo, what's up, everyone? This is the 19th episode of the Blurred Podcast. As always, we have Creamcast,
hey, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
Darkside,
What's up? What's going on?
Green Tuner,
Hello.
and myself, the Ed Underground. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing good, man. Doing good.
man. Good.
Good.
How's
Feeling
everybody
really
else
good.
doing?
Creamcast coming to us from the deep beyond us now.
Enlightenment. I was alone. I wanted to be alone in this universe, and because of that, I was able to ascend to higher planes of consciousness. And yeah, what you see now is the result of that. So
Yeah,
you're
it does
welcome.
look like you've attained enlightenment, become a higher being, and come down to your regular room to stream now.
Yes, I am now in my regular room at this point, but I mean, I had to, do this podcast with you mortals.
Yeah.
You guys don't have Wi-Fi signal out where I was at in the universe, so.
Yeah.
But yes, I have graced your presence with my
Thank you.
enlightened self.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, anytime, guys. Wow. This is weird. Another stream at a different time than what we usually do. Like I actually had to wake up early this morning. That's crazy. Like I usually don't wake up until at least noon, 1 on the weekends. But here we are, freaking streaming on a Saturday this early.
Mm.
I know it's strange.
Yeah, let's not do this. Let's not do this again, guys, please.
You know, it's funny. I've been this week. I've been waking up early because my schedule's been a little more on point this whole week. And so, I suggested we do it on Saturday morning because I was available, and then I was like, I've been pretty good in the morning. So I was like, could probably do it in the morning. This morning, it was like such a bitch to wake up, and I was just like, what an odd like. Of course, it has to be this morning. We're at like 9:45. I'm crawling out of bed because I'm like, I agreed to do this damn podcast. I suggested this damn thing.
Yeah, you can't back out. It's kind of like
I can't.
when you make plans like with somebody like a month in advance, and they're like, hey man, let's go out at 8:00 at night on a Friday. And you're like, oh yeah, that sounds great. And then it comes and you're like, fuck. I actually don't want to leave my bed at all. I don't want to do anything at all. And then, for me, I'm quick to cancel on people. Remember back in the day when we used to make plans and I would not show up because I was playing like World of Warcraft. I was playing WoW. And you guys would be like, hey guys, let's go out to eat. I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'll show up like 4 hours later.
Or I'll be in front of your house waiting to pick you up, and an hour goes by.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Ed used to come to my house and pick me up, and I would have him wait out there in front of the house. He would just be waiting out in his car, and I was like, yeah, dude. I'm like, dude, I'm coming right out. I'm right outside, and I mean, Ed was my chauffeur back in the day.
He was.
I didn't even give him gas money. That's how good it was.
Wow.
But yeah, so what else has been going on with you guys? Anything noteworthy? Anything cool?
Noteworthy?
Not much.
Cool. No.
Damn.
Pretty chill week.
Well, I know that fandom is happening today. Anyone looking to anything in particular?
Oh, DC fandom. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Batman and Black Adam.
Yes.
African American anime.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Politically correct, dude. What is this? You think this is 2010? Jeez.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to Black Adam, but yeah, really looking forward to the Batman. And apparently, granted, all the trailers are going to be coming out today and so forth. But people, and then Matt Reeves had put out a teaser for the Batman, and people were going crazy on the internet, like on Twitter and so forth, over Robert Pattinson's voice.
And, oh, really?
Yeah,
I haven't heard it.
Oh, I haven't heard it yet.
I haven't either.
his voice just sounds normal. It's a normal voice. It's just deep. And
as Batman?
As Batman, yeah.
Well, but didn't we hear him speak when in the first trailer when he was beating up those thugs? Did he say, I'm
but it's afterward, right? I am.
No, see, that's the thing. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this real quick.
Hold on, before anything, let me hear it again. Then.
Wait, so I'm doing.
Do just do Avengers. Just
do it.
I'm doing Dark Knight voice.
Sure.
I'm vengeance. Where's Harvey? It's not bad. Let's talk
about this.
What?
Why is it that Christian Bale's Batman is now the definitive version of Batman's voice? That is probably the worst Batman voice out of all of them.
Yes,
it is because anyone can do it. Any toddler can talk like this, so anyone can do it. Yeah, so that's why
I think it's more realistic than.
How's that realistic?
Because when you put on the mask, you're not Bruce Wayne anymore. You're Batman.
He wouldn't be able to speak the next day if he was doing that every night. His vocal cords would be frying.
Yeah, and the thing is, I liked a good example. I liked Batflex.
Ben Affleck.
Batflex, because his makes sense.
That is the best representation of Batman. Not the best Batman movie, but the best Batman is Batfleck.
Absolutely. And people think that, people hated the fact that Ben Affleck was Batman at first. And I can see it. But after seeing him
at Underground, right over there, he's a hater. At Underground. Underground's a big time hater.
I'm not
I remember when he was announced, he was a big hater.
Yeah, he was crying about it.
Oh yeah, he was. He was.
I can say, hey, I was kind of there too, but at the same time, I was like, let's see what the man does. I want to see. I can't, even though I can't see Ben Affleck being Batman.
Yeah.
I would give him the benefit of the doubt, and I would say for sure, he did the most definitive. He was by far the best Batman thus far, I think. And then people are always going to say Michael Keaton and so forth. That's nostalgia. That's always nostalgia.
It's nostalgia.
George Clooney.
Who says George Clooney?
I say
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Who says Val Kilmer?
There are people, dude. There are people who say it. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. But the thing is,
Adam West.
Adam West.
Yeah, Adam West. But this is nostalgia. If you take if you look at it with take the bias goggles off, and if you look at it, you will see that honestly, Batfleck was the most accurate representation outside of the animated. If you could take the animated movies or animated Batman and you turned him into a real person, then yes, that's by far. But outside of that, the live action Batman, Batfleck, and what Batman was during those movies is the best representation of what Batman was and how Batman should be portrayed, hands down.
I did get this cool 1989 Batarang replica.
Oh,
nice, that's pretty cool.
It's sharp as hell.
It looks sharp.
Where did you get it from?
My house.
There was a website. I forgot what it is, but it came in a whole case and everything. There's a little stand for it. Yeah,
is it like an Etsy thing or?
No. You can get this. It wasn't even that expensive, but you can get that. You can also get a replica of his gun from the '89, not the gun,
the grappling gun.
Grappling gun from the '89 movie.
Oh,
which
wow.
is actually pretty cool.
I'm
actually terrified. Yeah, I'll show you. I'm terrified of going near my face because it is not a toy at all. It's plastic, but it is. Yeah. I almost cut my finger on this thing.
Wow.
Just if anyone's annoying you near your house, just throw it at them.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to throw this at somebody.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
that. Some random kid that's walking through your yard.
Yeah, Halloween. Chicago man assaults kid.
Chicago man
assaults kid with batarang during Halloween. He said he kept saying he's Batman.
They just come out with a shitty Batman costume, what
the headline is gonna say is Chicago man cuts own hand off throwing batarang.
he cuts own fingers off trying to throw
throwing batarang. Replica batarang.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen, but I can see it. It's no different. See, you turned into me 10 years ago with me outside with my large
Naruto.
My bleach
sword.
Bleach, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just imagined you like sitting on your deck with the sword over your shoulder, just waiting for trouble.
Right over your shoulders, spanning across both of them.
Yeah.
Or just like walking, like anytime somebody walks by the house, you're just like, what? Looking for trouble?
Just a man with my sword.
And you're just chewing on, what is it, that little piece of grass on your mouth? They always do that in animes.
Oh yeah, with the little stick it out. Yeah.
The little straw on your mouth, just chewing it.
Bankai.
Okay, yeah. But then how badass would it be? Like if I did say that, and then like the wind started blowing, and the
awesome.
this kid doesn't know the hell he's talking about. Like what a nerd! And like like what the fuck?
Ed,
What's
did
up?
you do the Naruto run? Be honest.
He did.
I did the Sonic run.
No.
What's a Sonic run?
The Sonic run is basically the Naruto run.
Do I just put your face on your crotch and roll around?
No.
Got him.
That's not a run. That's called a spin ball, sir.
Is that what you call it?
Spinning your ball.
No.
How does Ed walk into these things all the time? I don't know if you guys watched this stream the other day. He's playing KI with somebody. I think it was Cascade, and he's like, "Hey Ed, do you like E10?" It was like E10. Eating these nuts, and just walked into it. I mean, no goggles, nothing. I mean, just walked into it completely.
I mean, I'm sure you guys heard of E10 a lot. I mean, you're used to that, but
what the hell's E10?
Eating these nuts.
Eating these nuts.
I want to see that actually say the word.
You got him.
Yeah. Did anyone here do the Naruto run?
I did. Yeah, of course.
Did you?
Yeah. When I was in the military, like as a joke, you would do the Naruto run, and then you would quickly come to reality that that's not an actual run. Like who sits there?
The human body cannot sustain that.
Yeah, they'll be running between countries with their arms behind them. I'm like, that's a lot of shoulder endurance. I'm not gonna lie, just to run. So no, I did the
Sonic run.
No, Ed, you did the Sonic roll. You kept your head in your crotch, sneaked your balls, and just rolled around the house. But yeah, going back to like the Batman, they really enjoyed his people really enjoyed his voice, and Robert Pattinson, huge fan. I think he's a phenomenal actor. Like I think we talked about before, he survived Twilight, his Twilight, vampire
glitter
reputation, and now he's been now relatively well respected. I mean, he's well respected as an actor now. So him playing Batman, at first I didn't see it at first. I mean, he's a great actor, but there's always a look to Batman. But when you think about it in the past, like Val Kilmer didn't look like Batman. Michael Keaton kind of can pull it off. I'll say Batman. I mean Bruce Wayne.
No, Michael Keaton at the time was a huge shocker because nobody was expecting that actor for like a comic book role.
Yeah. But him as
like the family friendly or whatever.
But him as a Bruce Wayne, right? Yeah. He didn't come off like initially. If you see Michael Keaton, you wouldn't be like, that's a Bruce Wayne looking guy, and it just doesn't have that appeal. Ben Affleck getting better. Ben Affleck does pull off a very Batman type of look, especially the more brawler, big type of Batman that's common in Frank Miller's comic.
Well, he also looks like Bruce Wayne. Like if you see him, it's like a mature man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he has the physique to back it up. So it made the most sense out of all the Batman so far.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. And I think with Robert Pattinson playing a younger, I mean, he's supposed to be year one Batman playing for this movie. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think that he may not have the Bruce Wayne look per se, but he has the acting chops to play, I think, a very convincing Bruce Wayne, and has the acting chops to be a very convincing Batman. And his voice being normal, like granted, like people always say, like, you know, just because you know, like the what is it, the
Gruff.
Green Lantern.
Wow.
Just because you hide your cheekbones doesn't mean I won't be able to know who you are. His voice, like, doesn't have to be like that, man, to hide himself. Like, I think Batfleck did a great job with the voice modulator, and it was still
that one made the most sense too. Because
Yeah,
then
and-
you can just speak at your normal voice, and the modulator is doing the work for you.
right. That makes sense. And now with Matt Reeves one, with Robert Pattinson, just sounding relatively normal, maybe sounding a little deep, but it sounds normal. That's how Batman should. Like when you watch, like when you watch the animated shows, Batman just sounds normal. It's not like Bruce Wayne to Batman. There's no voice change.
Yeah, there is. There's
No.
a slight. Yeah, there is.
In the animated series.
Yeah, there
Animated
is.
series.
Yeah, there is a change.
There is.
There
I mean,
is- I don't know.
there is
It's a little bit more like rough
it's
and
Slight.
Yeah.
It's slight change.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a voice change. It's a cadence change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cadence
cadence,
change.
yeah.
Yeah, cadence is fine. But it's not like he goes from, "Hi, I'm Bruce Wayne," to, "Hi, I'm Bruce Wayne."
Yeah.
Like,
not as deep though. It's more like in the middle of it. He's definitely changed his
Like
voice though.
No, but the animated series was very much like it's obvious, just like Christian Bale's. It was obvious that the Bruce Wayne voice was the fake voice, and the Batman voice that he did was the natural, like, voice that the Batman does, and the Bruce Wayne voice was the upbeat,
Playboy,
Playboy
cheerful.
casual. He played into that just like Christian Bale did when he was Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Like there was a difference, and in the Kevin Conroy's was the difference. He like played the mask as
Right.
Bruce Wayne up more.
Mhm.
Bruce
But yeah,
Wayne.
no, I know what you mean though. But yeah,
Bruce
it's not
Wayne
like
was the
the
mask.
modulated, gruff, ridiculous voice. Christian Bale. Yeah, the reason why everyone does the Christian Bale voice is because everyone can do it. That's it. Everyone
Yeah.
can make their voice like that, and then
Well,
yeah.
And then another thing too that I remember from the Batfleck, I like how they made it into like a short portion of it was like a horror film, where Batman was actually like a creature.
Oh
that was
yeah, the
lurking
beginning where he's
around.
branding people and shit.
Yeah.
But remember like how he was like moving around the whole room, like basically like
Yeah.
a monster.
Like a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool because I'm like, oh yeah, that would actually terrify someone. Just
Yeah.
some unknown thing in the darkness, moving around inhumanly.
Yeah, it's that whole idea of Batman being this, like you said, he's this night person, this vigilante that he is a urban legend almost. Like, if you get to see him, you don't see Batman. And the really cool thing about the whole Batman series before, and we're getting to DC fandom stuff. Like, we probably should save it for the DC fandom.
I mean, we haven't
today-
seen what they're putting out in DC fandom.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
talk about more.
We'll
stuff.
talk about more, yeah. But I really did like the fact, Green Turn, you bring up a really great point, that the fact that it made him like Batman and like Batman vs Superman, they made him seem like if you saw him, it was never a good thing. Even if you are a good, like, remember when they had the Chinese prostitutes down there?
I don't remember.
They were like the Asian women. They were down in the thing. They were being
They're being held. Yeah, in that scene. You're talking about the
Yeah.
scene from Batman and Batman vs Superman. Yes, yeah.
So like they had the
They're all branded now.
Yeah.
You saw me. I gotta do this. Like,
but they had the women like hidden, like they didn't want to come out. They were so scared of him.
Yeah.
So no matter if you saw him, as a savior, or he was trying to save you, or you were a bad guy, people were fearful of him. And that's kind of how Batman should be. Batman shouldn't be like, oh hey, look, there's Batman swinging over there, and oh man, I see him. No, like he needs to be, everybody should be afraid of him. So I really.
I mean, there's in comic books. There's the comic books that the writers that treat Batman as a Batman should be regarded as, which I like, street level urban legend. Like nobody can confirm whether or not the Batman exists, and like the bat signal is used as a tool to terrify villains. Like when they put up the signal, like I remember reading comic books like in the 90s where somebody had approached the same character and villain, like criminals were like, the bat signal, I was like, yeah, they just do that to scare you. There's no real Batman. And then like the idea of that in the criminal underworld, that he's an urban legend to criminals, that's a cool concept. And then there's the Justice League level Batman where he's like out in the open and one of the main members. So there's different interpretations.
We got to read this real quick too. But go ahead.
What?
Wow. Bandito Mac talking about Batman beats up poor people. Imagine getting your arm broken because you bought some weed. What a rich douche. I mean, Batman.
That's true.
I mean,
you getting political now? Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, once we like point it out, yeah, it's messed up, but fuck you.
Yeah, in the movie, did he ever actually beat anybody up, like beat up poor people?
For being poor?
For being poor.
I mean,
That's a crime. That's a crime.
Are you using your EBT card for not using it for food?
Let me see your W-2s.
I'm rich. I mean, yeah, of course. But you think about it. The funny thing is, like, the Batman movies, he used to ride around in the Tumbler. Yeah, and, like, run over people's cars.
Yeah,
like, these are just like random.
Yeah,
people.
all these poor people are gonna have to like pay their deductibles.
No, but they always write it off like, "Oh, Wayne Enterprises just paid for your damage for odd reasons." Like, why is Wayne Enterprises always Batman's collateral damage?
Yeah, this is so weird. Yeah. I mean, granted, they're probably suing the city, but then Batman probably like, I'm going to, I'm so rich, I'm going to buy this hotel, and the proceeds are going to go to the Batman.
Yeah, but they don't show that part. We're just assuming that's what happens. For all we know is he doesn't even pay it.
I
just
think
lets
that's
people
like
deal
there's
with
like
their insurance companies.
I think that's like always a throwaway line in the movies, like Wayne Enterprise, like it's always like Commissioner Gordon saying, "Oh, and thank you to Bruce Wayne for your generous donation to repair City Hall or whatever." It's like a thrown in line always to show that, oh yeah, he's always trying to like repay or recoup the losses to the city. But it is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the one scene?
Insurance rates to live in Gotham.
It's crazy.
Why the fuck would anyone? I've said this before. Why the fuck would you ever live in Gotham City?
Yeah.
It is a nightmare.
Gotham City. It goes literally from. The thing is, I know it's an exaggeration. They said that Gotham and Metro, Metropolis are like San Francisco and Oakland like, levels. They're really close to each other.
Yeah. Like Detroit.
Like it's like Detroit, Chicago.
Yeah.
And but it's funny because like every time you see Gotham City, right? They like one side is luxury, everything is luxurious, Rolls Royces, everything, and then they go to like the other side of Gotham City. It's like Afghanistan. Like there's like you see people just running down the streets with machine guns, just gunning people down. Like
it's basically
like Chicago,
Sao Paulo,
like Chicago.
Like extreme poverty and extreme wealth next to each other.
I mean, is it like Chicago? Sure. It's like if you think like South Side Chicago.
No, it's like a parody. It's a parody. It's like it's like a extreme metropolis like version, like a giant mega city version of Chicago. I mean, like, come on, like,
have you guys been to
city's bad enough where you have a Batman running around? You should move.
Yeah,
that's bad. If you've reached vigilante level, you got to get out of there.
If your city has spawned a Batman, you should know at that point. Like, you know what? Maybe this is not a great place for
you got to get the fuck out of here. If you got like a fucking if you're reading the newspaper, it's like, oh, Mr. Freeze just killed a whole bunch of people in the bay. I'm like, I'm moving to Texas or something. I'm out of here, dude.
You know what? I think this is a great place to raise our children.
Hey, Joe died today. He was like gassed by the Joker. he was just going to get milk.
He went to go get milk, and somehow Harley Quinn's hyenas broke loose. You know what? It might be time to move.
I don't want to go outside today because it's Halloween and Calendar Man is outside.
Calendar Man.
The scarecrows running around. You know how it is in Halloween in this fucking city, man.
Who the hell goes out there in like holidays.
Yeah, yeah.
Because every holiday has a villain.
There's always something going on in that damn city.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who the hell wants to live in that type of city? It's absolutely horrible, But yet, it's always populated. People act like they can't leave for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And
It's like Chicago.
They must have a great pay rate or
No, it's
something in
not
Gotham
Chicago.
City.
Yeah.
And no, it's like
Like
Chicago.
freezing people to death with a gun.
Well, I'm not
Yeah.
like that.
I
mean,
wonder
not
if
yet.
I would love for somebody to address that. Like, I mean, just like the pay rates in Chicago or in Gotham City are so like ridiculous. That's why people.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, like
you get
cool.
hazard pay like you're in a war
Everyone
zone.
gets hazard pay.
Yeah, you get hazard
Yeah,
pay.
exactly. You get like a bonus to move in or something.
Yeah.
But so we'll see what with DC fandom coming out today. We need to see about the rest
They
of the
better
trailers.
address our points.
Yeah, they better address our points. Like Matt Reeves is gonna go back. Like, hey guys, we need to go back to the drawing board. we gotta redo this whole movie. This doesn't make any sense.
What's the GDP of Gotham and Metropolis perspective?
Yeah, they want to know what the annual gross is.
It's gonna be such a weird cutscene. Like it'll be like Batman being up in the next morning, like, oh, they have the Bureau of Labor Statistics and in Gotham. Like, well, we got this new report. The average person who's 18 to 35 makes $5 million. Maybe that's why the population is booming. Like they're gonna have to do something. Like now back to the regular scheduled program of Batman beating up bad guys or some shit. I would never want to live in Metropolis. I would never want to live in. Well, actually, Metropolis might be.
I feel more safer.
Cool.
Metropolis.
No, Metropolis is cool, but you get like
Yeah.
the major like building collapses.
Here's the
and
thing in
ships
Metropolis.
coming
You
down.
get the
Yeah.
Dragon Ball
Don't
Z
you get
fights.
In
big
Metropolis,
time events.
don't go on like the train. Don't like go into any high-rise buildings. Don't go to any major events, and
Just
you'll
don't,
be fine. Like
just don't walk
yeah.
outside, basically.
Yeah.
You can walk outside, but just don't go to any things that would attract Superman level villains to like
Yeah.
come and attack you. That's all it is.
And
At
actually,
least with Batman, it's like
With Batman, you can't leave the
shooting
house.
Yeah.
With Batman, it's like I can't go outside because like Mr. Freeze will like freeze me to death for the bank, and then I can't stay in my home because it's like
The Joker
May
will
the
come
3rd.
in.
Yeah, Joker will come in and or like Calendar Man will freak.
Or
me.
it's so deep, like you said, like even like Humpty Dumpty or whatever his name was.
Humpty
It's just-
Dumpty.
it's like low-level criminals that are still horrible are outside. your
Yeah.
doors.
You're not.
Like,
you're not safe.
sorry guys, Arkham Asylum, like the doors flew open again, so everybody's
Again.
out of there.
Yeah, Arkham
Again.
Asylum is probably the most unsecure prison of all time. Because it seems like every person like they know they're gonna get out. Like, hey, you got a triple life sentence. That's all right. I'll be out.
Man, I'd be at every fucking city council meeting, but like, could we just move Arkham Asylum like away from the city? Why is it in the heart of the city every damn time? God damn it!
Like, why do we have like the most hardened criminals downtown in the city every single time? And it has like the weakest power grid, has the weakest security. They had the most corrupt police officers there.
Yeah.
It was like they hire a police officer with like Joker tattoos all on his forehead, and they'd be like, you know what? This guy's just looking for employment. This guy's looking for. He's trying to do a new start. He used to be a Joker henchman, but he's only applied to the job after the Joker got put into Arkham Asylum. It's fine. Don't even do a background.
Just
check.
another day in Gotham. So.
Yeah, just another day. There's nothing new. But yeah, but that's. I mean, hopefully with DC fandom, looking forward to Batman coming out. Looking forward to Black Adam. Aquaman, possibly they might show some Aquaman, so we'll see about that.
Oh yeah, the new Aquaman movie, right?
Yeah, they've been filming the new Aquaman, or maybe they haven't started filming, but I know people are still trying to get Amber Heard out of being Mira.
She's a good mirror.
Yeah, she's a good mirror. Other than
mirror. I mean, I don't
pooping on
know her
beds.
personal life, but she did a good job.
Yeah, she was okay. I mean, I honestly think she could have been very generic performance.
Oh.
I can't even say it's like too, unique.
Well, I'm into redheads now. After that,
I would say this: if they swap her out, I probably wouldn't have noticed.
What?
What do you say?
Nothing.
I'm into redheads now. And we just talked about this. And
We did?
Yes. No, we talked about your weird things when you say stuff like that, like want to go into restaurants. So
What?
stop it.
Oh my goodness!
Get some
Yeah.
help.
I don't.
Um,
I don't
Strictly
get
goes
it.
to restaurant because of the staff, not the food.
yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
No.
Yes, we just talked about this. But no, she was a mirror. She was a generic actress. It wasn't like it wasn't groundbreaking or anything like that. She didn't make the movie. I personally would rather have Amelia Clark play Mira, give her a shot.
Who's Amelia Clark?
Oh yeah,
Daenerys.
Daenerys.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's not that good of an actress either.
I mean,
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's not like a fucking Shakespearean role here. So, like,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
if she's a
That is
problem,
true.
then boot.
Yeah, this is not.
I mean,
good.
I don't
This is
know.
not
I
like
don't
a
really
Good
care.
Will Hunting. It's
Or
not
keep
Good
her.
Will Hunting. This is
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I mean.
Well,
they're
she's
not trying
better
to
than
change
the person who played what's that girl's name from Venom? Who's
Michelle
played basketball in the
Michelle
background?
Williams,
Yeah.
I think she's also the same boat. I don't think she's a very generic blah. You know,
Oh, she's
actor.
definitely blah.
Yeah, I mean, no insult to her. It's just like maybe the performance or the character, and the character is also very blah. So
yeah.
I'm sure she's. I wouldn't even say. I don't think, like I said, Mira in the comics. I mean, she's an interesting character, but like I'm not like there's too much you can do with her. Like she has no uniqueness to her. I mean, she's just a.
It's just like that's the problem with these comic book characters. Like if you're not the main character, you're kind of just blah. You know, at the end of the day.
Yeah, she's got no Harley Quinn-ish like shtick where she can, stand out among a group of other characters.
Outside of, I mean, in Marvel or not Marvel, in the DC world, Mira, nobody's saying like, man, I really want a Mira comic. You know, it's just kind of like, it's always Aquaman. Aquaman is the. Yeah, Aquaman and Atlantis. That's the shtick if you're gonna cover it in that world. So other than that, yeah, that's about it. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do for fandom, and we'll see what happens. I mean, we're gonna shoot an episode pretty much dedicated to that very soon. So
yeah, we'll cover that.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that one. But moving from the DC world to our favorite thing to ever want to talk about, what if season
finale?
Season finale.
Yeah, season finale.
Wait.
There's only one season.
Before we finish, Ed, what'd you write on the Twitch page?
Episode 9. What if season finale?
Episode 9?
19.
Oh,
Ed, you said that's season finale?
Yeah.
It's finale.
It's finally.
Oh. Whoops.
Oh, did he write finally?
Yeah, finally.
Oh man.
I'll change it later.
Yeah, change
You
it
guys
later.
are shocked about this?
No. I'm not shocked. It's a
okay.
pleasant little surprise that throws in every now and then keep us on our feet.
Yeah, it's like like you close the channel.
I was testing you guys.
Nobody in chat mentioned it. None of our like.
No one mentioned it. They probably just read it.
It was a test.
Bandito Mac didn't mention it. That bastard.
Yeah.
Wow.
We all know what's it called? The educational system failed then.
Yeah,
I was just testing you guys.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was a test.
I was
Okay.
testing you guys, and you
As
guys
long as you're testing.
came up with a C+. So,
Yeah, so anyone knows, if you've ever seen some odd misspellings or grammar mistakes in the episode descriptions or titles, now you know why.
it's tests. It's all tests.
Yes, they're tests. They're elaborate tests. And you've all failed.
But yes, season. So what if season finale finally happened? Yeah, whoever chair that is, I don't know.
Who's playing basketball in the background?
Is that your bird in the background?
That is the bird.
Oh, okay.
You can hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him. I'm like, I thought it was someone's chair. I'm like,
No.
Somebody needs to get their fat asses up off their chair, put some WD-40 in chairs. I keep hearing squeaking.
It's because
I
it's
thought
the
Sony
morning,
to-
so they're waking up.
To change their what is it called? The fire alarm thing, whatever it's called.
Yeah, change the
That's
fire.
true.
Yeah,
It
it's like-
does sound like the fire.
Like someone's playing basketball in the background.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Okay, so season 19. Season 19, what if finale?
Wait, season 19?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Been a while.
My bad. Episode 19. I'm leaving.
We're episode 19.
Okay, what if season finale?
What do you guys think about it?
I thought it was pretty cool. This is a continuation and culmination of the whole series of the What If season so far. So, I mean, spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, but it definitely, all the previous characters that were in previous episodes all culminate into like what do they call them? The Guardians of the Multiverse, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Multiverse.
Yeah.
Which is,
and again, right off the bat, Captain Carter, like, I mean, my biggest complaint from Captain Carter, I like her character. The episode was a rehash of the first Captain America movie. And this episode starts with a rehash of the second Captain America movie. Literally, they're doing the same thing again. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Again, they're doing it? Like, so finally, it takes forever for her to get pulled into the multiverse, and then she can do something new and interesting. But yeah, I thought it was just funny that they were just going from one rehash of one movie right in her introduction is the rehash of another movie. Yeah. So, yeah. What did you guys think of the episode?
I'll leave my opinion last.
Oh, okay. I thought the fighting was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, it's same old. They just can't help. Yeah, they just can't help but, like you said, rehash the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting together a team. All right, we're gonna go fight, the mega bad guy. So again, nothing can be left alone. Everything has to belong to something bigger. But the fights were cool. I liked it. They were very interesting.
I thought the fight was interesting. Ed, Underground?
I agree mostly, but I do think that the end fight, I think it was on a grander scale than what I expected. I did like you kind of saw the little twist towards the end with Killmonger.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he saw, we saw it coming. We saw it coming.
Yeah, as soon as he recruited Killmonger, I'm like, why the hell are you recruiting? But I guess he knew what was going to happen. That was the whole deal.
He knew,
but the Watcher knew what was going to happen. So
yeah, and we saw that he was going to turn later. Like it was a foreshadowing. But I did kind of like that how Killmonger did get the Infinity Stones, and just my thought about that, like, what would he do with them? Like he said what he was going to do with them, but just like to think about, okay, if he actually
said, wouldn't you like for this to happen? It doesn't mean that that's exactly what he's going to do. It's the same thing.
Yeah, so we don't fully know.
Double-crossed Tony Stark and double-crossed T'Challa of his own universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
But I did like
just
that.
Just because he says something doesn't mean he's actually going to do it.
True. But I did like the thought of, like, what if, no pun intended, he would do if he, once he did have those stones, actually use them. And it leaves it open because, what was it? Not Tony Stark. Strange.
Doctor Strange?
Yeah, Doctor Strange. He sealed, what's his name? The guy that's from
Ultron.
Not Ultron. It was Killmonger and the other guy. Forgot his name.
Armin Zola.
Armin Zola.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
How he
yeah.
It leaves it open.
Favorite guy.
The thing that I wanted happened.
Yeah.
Happened.
Yeah, Chase Face. Chase Face definitely did happen. So that was good.
But I like that it leaves it open. It's not over. So this is a good way to end the season. And I want to see more in season 2. I had low expectations with What If. And I've only seen... from what you guys told me, it's not good. Except for...
the whole thing.
I did see...
We told you already that it's not good. It's a mix. And we kind of already told you which episodes.
Yeah. I never said it. I don't think it's a bad series. It's an okay series.
Yeah.
So it's just a mixed bag. Yeah. Some highs and lows.
It's just weird that you didn't watch the beginning ones and then you just like skip to the ending. Like
I saw a few episodes of Strange. I saw Killmonger. I saw parts of what is it called?
So once again, you didn't watch
bits and pieces.
Yeah, once again. So like,
because you guys said
the whole thing.
You guys said it sucked. So
it doesn't matter.
We didn't say we've spent. Have you been on a different podcast or something? We've this is the third episode we've talked about how it's a mixed bag. There's some good, some bad, and definitely the finale rewards the people who watched it because there's references throughout the finale of all the stuff you've seen, and even like an episode we never got to see, which was the Gamora. The Gamora we see in the finale of this episode is from an episode that they never showed, where she has like Thanos's blade. She becomes like Thanos.
I noticed that too.
Yeah. So I mean, still, I would say if you're a fan of Marvel or if you're even interested in somewhat like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, this is worth watching because I definitely think these characters will show up in the MCU.
Yes. Oh, I hope so. Absolutely. I do hope so.
I highly believe. Like I'm sure that the Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange will be in the Doctor Strange movie. Like I could see him encountering that version of him.
Absolutely.
In some.
What about Spider-Man? Would it be in Spider-Man?
No, I would say he's mostly going to be in the Doctor Strange movie.
Okay.
That has to do with the Multiverse of Madness. I mean, they could, but I mean, I'd rather them reserve that time for Spider-Man. Because there's so much going on over there. Like, where are they going to cram Venom in over there? I don't think they will. I think it's just going to tease Venom at the end or something.
Probably.
I don't think they'll have the time for that shit.
Yeah, they're trying to put too many characters into one.
Yeah, because that's a whole movie in itself, Venom and Spider-Man, in my opinion. But.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right.
All right, well, let's go to the final opinion.
The ultimate opinion, the godlike said.
Let put his start kissing Marvel ass.
Oh my god! I gotta say, no. Could you do the voice? Like, what does Ultron say when he appears in the sky? Do that?
I think
he says something.
And then he just like, and then he just bites into the universe and pretty much just eats it. But I would say this was trash.
Whoa.
This finale was pretty trash.
Wow.
Yeah, get him. What a hero. Get him a medal.
Did Marvel not
wasn't seeing this coming?
Did Disney miss a paycheck?
Noises coming from Creamcast.
Did Disney not like give you a paycheck or something?
No, they didn't give me a paycheck this time. But
this time.
But yeah, I thought this episode it was below average, to be honest.
I think it was definitely better than some previous episodes.
And in some aspects yes, in some aspects no. Yeah. Like the Agent Carter one, this was definitely better than the Agent Carter one, because it was a complete rehash of the first Captain America movie. And if you're gonna give me a what if of a different environment, like don't give me a pretty much a female version of the exact same story all over again. Really weird. But this one I felt like it was not good. The fighting scenes were fine. Yes, I will give it that. But outside of that, it just wasn't really a great viewing for the final episode, for the season finale or season finale.
Do you see this as a final episode, like a finale episode, or is this
finally. Finally.
No, or is this a finale second parter to the previous? I see it as one piece. You know what I mean? Like the part 1, part 2, almost.
Yeah. That's the thing. It was kind of from being absolute dog shit trash. It was the only thing that's really saving this is the fact that I know that there's a season 2 coming, so I'm hoping that there's more of a payoff in the future. I wish that the animation for it would have been longer to give it more time to actually flesh out. I felt like it was very one-dimensional. So Cascade in the chat asked the group, like, what do you think of Ultron? I think Ultron in this was very one-dimensional. Bad guy to a point where it was like, I need to get rid of all life on the universe. It was just like
his program.
That's his purpose.
That's his purpose.
Program. Yeah, and I get that. That was his initial programming. But then when you go to like the ascended level of Ultron, all he said was beep 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 beep. So did he kill all the universes? And it's just like, when you gave him the ability to have all the Infinity Stones. He has ascended consciousness at that point.
Yeah.
I rather wish that
he should have sent his own programming too.
Yeah, like
yeah.
And that's the thing is like they made him like I understand in his own universe, beep boop beep boop, gotta destroy all life because I want peace. And the only way to get peace is to get rid of the chaotic way of life. But once he ascended, it just kept it was more of the same. And I wish it was a little bit different. And I'm not saying that he couldn't have that same mindset of, I want peace on Earth or peace in the multiverse, but it was just more of the same. And it's just like I guess I'm getting to a point where I'm getting bored of all these one-dimensional bad guys where it's like I need to destroy the Earth, I need to destroy the world because of blah. And it just becomes boring after a while.
I mean that's only been the case here on What If.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Marvel. Pretty much all of their villains are like non-one-dimensional. Like even the last movie, Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
Villain really wasn't one-dimensional.
I haven't seen Shang-Chi. And to be fair, that's
I'm sorry.
That's my fine.
Well, but I mean, like they have the reason why they're doing it. This was the only interpretation so far that I've seen from Marvel when it's just a bad guy for the sake of being a bad guy.
Yeah, it's like when you have the ability to do something completely different, and even though it could be quote unquote canon in the universe, you have the ability now to make a character much grander in a scheme of things outside of being a one-dimensional character. That's why I wish like the What If episodes, like they kind of explored that a little bit more and make the episodes a little bit longer. Now, I understand it's cool just to see Ultron in this form because like we saw the Age of Ultron, we didn't see Ultron actually
inhabit the Vision body.
Yeah, he didn't actually inhabit the Vision body, so we didn't get to see Ultron outside of base level Ultron. And it just becomes, and that's fine for a movie. I mean, they have to be kind of safe for movies like that because it's box office, budgets are involved, and so forth. But with this is a straight to DVD, straight to home streaming service where you can expand it a little bit more. And because of it being canon but not being canon, you can lock him up like afterwards, like they did at the end. Like, hey, put him into a capsule, throw away the capsule, but at least we got a very interesting character in the long run. Kind of like what we talked about with Star Trek, right? Like, Khan. Like they could have explored Khan so much deeper, but they had to make it for the movie version. For the new one, and it's just kind of like Khan is just Khan. It is what it is.
I kind of
depends if the director wants to do it.
Well, I kind of see it like this. Like, this version of Ultron reminds me of Cell. Cell, he's not human. Or Cell from Dragon Ball Z, for those who know. No, wait. Listen to this. Cell, he's not human. He has one purpose, and that's to kill Goku. Nothing else. That's it. It's kind of the same thing with... it's kind of the same thing with Ultron. Ultron is not human. He was made for one purpose, and that's what he did.
And that's fine. I get that.
Well, think about it like this with Thanos. Thanos had one purpose, and he actually fulfilled his purpose, and then he went to go rest. But then once the past Thanos found out, my plan, it kind of sucks. It happened. So he switched it up because he's not a robot. He's a living being.
Well, the thing is, like, we'll switch it. Like, think about other stories. Like, let's go outside of the comic book world. Let's think of graphic novels, right? Where you have people who are they have deeper depth into them. A good example would be like The Walking Dead, right? There are people in The Walking Dead, the bad guys in The Walking Dead, like the main people of conflict. They never were just this one-dimensional, like, I'm a bad guy because I can be a bad guy. Like the mayor, right? The mayor wasn't a bad guy just to be a bad guy. He was a perfectly normal guy at first, blah, blah, blah. His, wife got killed, and then he had his daughter. His daughter ended up dying. He was trying to protect the city, but he saw some bad shit. And because of the bad shit, he changed the way that he proceeded to rule his town because of what he saw happen in the outside world. That changed him to be a darker character than what he initially was intended to be. that's like the 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional character outside of the 1-dimensional. I'm a bad guy just because I was a bad guy. That's it. And I think that, granted, these are comic book movies. These are not Shakespearean plays. These are not going to be the next Good Will Huntings. These are not going to be, masterpieces in cinema for sure. But the thing is, like, put a little bit of effort in. Let's take a little bit of a risk. Let's get outside of the 1-dimensional bad guy. Peep-boo, peep-boo. I am bad guy because I was programmed to. Make them more. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think, being able to expand out off of that is not going to compromise. And I understand it's easier to do the 1-dimensional bad guy for a movie because most people are going to sit there like us, like we have been for the past, decade plus, sitting there talking about, wow, Ultron's on the screen. This is crazy. This is amazing. Instead of being like, man, that was a really boring movie and I don't want that to happen again. Marvel do something different. We voted with our money. Marvel sees that it works and they're going to continue to do it. I just wish that it would become better over time. Now, I hope that
I think it has. Well, I mean, you're talking about MCU or you're talking about What If here?
I'm talking about What If.
Oh, okay.
I think the MCU has definitely gotten better from what it was.
Yeah, with villains.
From the villains, from when it first started.
Well, I think with this villain, I mean, like of all the plethora of villains they could have picked to give the Infinity Gauntlet to, you gave it to a robot, and yes, he should have ascended his program. I agree with you. If he's truly organic in some way, which the Vision version of him should be, he should have attained some kind of enlightenment that he could have changed his programming. But again, they went with a robot, so like you got a very generic ABC villain. It was very generic in his response to his evil scheming. And I think we did get Ultron in full control of the Gauntlet, right? Fighting the Watcher and everything.
He full control of the Phantoms.
Yeah, I feel like we never got a somebody wielding. I mean, it should have been Ultron. He should have somebody wielding that weapon to its most destructive capacity. And we did get it, I think, but the fact that he could be stopped in such a easy way. I mean, like
way.
Yeah, like I mean, they kind of like in the episode they pulled the Soul Stone from him, and that basically he lost the Gauntlet. He just had the other stones, so he was he went from godlike to OP. Right, and then that's how they defeated him.
Yeah, that was
kind of like kept the stone out of him.
I'm not gonna lie, like the fight scenes were cool in of itself, like the premise of them. But I mean, let's think of this: you have literally all of the stones. He can control all of this. Like before with Thanos,
look him out.
Yeah, he has the perfect body to do so. When Thanos did it, it took a massive toll on his body because even though he's a Titan, he is still a person. But you have this perfect organic body. You're this perfect android, and instead of using his stones, like if I see you coming at me with a gun, right? If I have the stones, I'm not gonna be like, well, let me just fight you with my little javelin, like pew pew pew. Like no, I'm gonna be like, bitch, and I'm gonna snap you away. He just sat there and be like, I'm going to have the stones, and I'm going to do nothing with them. And that's what I agree. Like they should have did something where do another gem heist from multiverses or from another universe, grab all the stones, and then have somebody like the Watcher, put this maybe not the Watcher because I think the stones wouldn't have done nothing for him. But let's say you get Agent Romanoff, like hey, this is the final thing. I'm gonna put on a armor or something like that, or Agent Carter, or Peggy, what's her name?
Peggy Hill.
No, not Peggy Hill.
No, I thought you were going to say Peggy Hill.
What's her actual name?
Captain
Carter?
Captain Peggy Carter?
Yeah, Captain Carter. I forgot they named her something different, like Captain Britain or something. But they should have her, like, switch it up. What if Steve got the gauntlet? And what if Steve would have put all the, he's still a human, but something else where they could have put the Infinity Stones in someone's hands, gave him double Infinity Stones or something like that, and had to fight Ultron or some shit. But they just had Ultron being like, yeah, let me fight you with my bare hands, even though I have the most powerful stones, the most powerful power in the universe outside of like God-like powers. I have the most powerful thing. And they crippled him. They literally put plot armor on every single person. Like they should have had like Steven, like if Doctor Strange could not with all the Supreme One, with all his abilities, all these mystic creatures that he's absorbed, could not fight Ultron. And this is the weird thing they did. And this is one thing I absolutely hate about the MCU, is that you have this supreme being with Doctor Strange fighting Ultron. He can't handle Ultron by himself. Like he couldn't handle Ultron at all. He could keep him at bay for a while, but could not actually control him. And somehow you have Agent Romanoff with a 9mm somehow holding her own against him. Like once you ascend to these extra levels, like I'm gonna put it to Ed's terms.
Dragon Ball Z.
Like,
I already understand what you're saying.
Guys, go ahead and go to sleep because I'm trying to explain it to Ed, and I gotta bring it.
I already understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
When you have Dragon Ball Z level, right?
You can't have Krillin fight Beerus.
Krillin's sitting it out.
Yeah,
when Goku's hair is blue, Krillin is sitting it out.
Yeah. Goku, Yamcha, Mr. Popo, Kami. Well, Kami's gone, but you know what I'm saying. All these characters are jack
justice
shit.
For Popo.
You don't see Krillin talking about
bring Popo back.
Yeah, bring him back.
Hashtag bring Popo back.
But you have all these characters.
Popo, you know what I'm talking about.
But you have all these characters who are useless. They know they're useless, right? They know they can't actually go toe-to-toe for the final battle. But here you go. You have Agent Romanoff, have Agent Carter coming up with a shield fighting Ultron. Ultron should have been able to rip apart that shield instantly.
I get that.
Destroy it. He should have been able to...
he killed Thanos in an instant.
Yeah, he killed Thanos in an instant with one stone, even though Thanos had all four of the five. Like... mind blowing. So this is why I kind of just said this is a shit episode, because they could have did so much more, but they treated it as a typical cookie cutter superhero where the good guy has win at the day. No, like you have.
They should have been crushed.
They should have been crushed. Absolutely.
Cascade says the MCU hates Ultron. They heavy nerf him in Age of Ultron.
And
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, Cascade. That's like. He's starting out. He's still like attaining his peak potential, like from the comic books. Where I mean, he's still developing, even in that movie. But I agree that
but that's always happening.
He's a cool character.
The Avengers movie or whatever, having Hawkeye and whatever fight, it's insane. There's no point in it. But
but they're never like. I mean, I say that, and probably someone's going to bring up an example will prove me wrong. But they're not like delivering the death blow, are they? They're part of a team doing some kind of like strategy to like in this movie or this episode where they removed the Soul Stone. Like they got Star-Lord, T'Challa, who's fucking annoying.
It was so easy to remove it too.
But he just took it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So basically, meaning that it's not really secured on that tightly.
No, they're just like sitting on there on like glue.
Pop out of their socket.
Yeah, he like fucking hot glued it to himself.
No, it's Velcro.
Wait, didn't they do that in
they're on command strips.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't they do that in Endgame or one of the two?
No, they just sleight of hand. Where
they did like Iron Man took them, but like I mean, if Iron Man does it though, it's like no, Iron Man didn't. Iron Man
it was Iron Man
because
because Thanos did a snap and it didn't work.
He used the nanomachines and
he used the nanomachine, and the gauntlet that they had at that time was made from his nanomachine. So it was like they're using his. He took command of his own tech.
He took command. He used his own tech and just transferred the gauntlet from the stones from Thanos' gauntlet to his. So that makes a lot more sense overall.
It does. Yeah.
Because and you think about it, the Thanos that came from the future or came from the past into the future, he had no idea about this technology. He didn't know about the nanotechnology. He didn't know about what Stark could do. So that makes more sense. Like, hey, Stark had one Trump in his, a Trump card that he used it. Thanos didn't realize that that's what it was, and then that's at the end of the day that's what it is. And because Thanos used, and the thing is, Thanos didn't use his own Infinity Gauntlet. He used Stark's gauntlet.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he, pulled a,
Houdini or whatever.
like they did in What If. And Cascade is 100% right. They nerfed the shit out of him in both What If and in Age of Ultron.
In the movie.
And it's sad. And I kind of,
Well, I think because at that point they were still building up to Thanos. That was always the plan.
You said, at the time, yeah. I mean, we have
in the movies they were building up to Thanos, so everyone else, all the other villains were secondary.
Yeah, if you have Thanos versus Ultron, full powered Ultron versus.
I think this episode was. I think this episode was. This whole series was a good peek into what Ultron is capable of. Even like put the stones aside, once you got the stones, it became a little stupid. But before the stones, when you see Ultron's rise. In that episode where he kind of took over, that I think that's a good representation of Ultron's power and force and how fast he can steamroll through the MCU if he's left unchecked. So I think this What If series was a good peek into that possibility. I also, what did you guys think of the design of Ultron, the Vision with the Ultron mask?
Well,
I liked it too. I thought it was an interesting.
I like
somebody designed this, and somebody took existing works and kind of this is how we would.
Props to them. Of Cable's brother from the X-Men, the guy that had the metal with the spikes.
Yeah, spikes.
What's his name?
I forgot his name.
I agree though. No, there was love definitely given to Ultron in the design. I did like the rise of Ultron from him being at the very bottom, first being born, and then steamrolling the entire universe. I mean, that man couldn't be stopped with damn one Infinity Stone. With 5, he was going to steamroll everybody. And I love the fact
he went
that
toe to toe with the Watcher.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Once he ascended,
that's how much power he had.
That's what I'm saying. Once he ascended, that was badass. When he actually hears a Watcher, that whole scene, he's like, who
are you? I will find you.
I was like, yo, that gave me goosebumps because I was like, that is some badass shit. But then after that point, it just became, hey, I'm a little puppy. I have Infinity Stones. I can go to the multiverses. But guess what? You can stab me with a shield, a vibranium shield. Oh my goodness.
Speaking about vibranium shield, Cascade says Ultron never got his vibranium body, and Cap and Black Widow could keep with him, which is mind blowing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cap and Widow. The fact that they keep using Natasha as this, I understand she's the team, she's the team builder. She's the mother figure that keeps everybody together. But what blows my mind is she is not going to. She should have been snapped away instantly. She should have been cut in half by Ultron. Ultron should have blasted her ass.
One single laser blast would have disintegrated her.
She was the last person on her Earth. She was the very last person on planet Earth in her universe. Mm-hmm. Why is she so damn important? Get rid of her ass, have her die in her universe, and then get pulled in from another universe.
But I do like the idea of, in a world full of OP superheroes, she's the most resilient. She has no superpowers, but she is I think that's what the MCU does well to establish her value is she's resilient and she's standing among a pantheon.
But have you ever cared about
her? It's the same thing we're talking about with Batman. No superpowers or whatever.
That's different.
Yeah, and he's the most feared member of that team.
Yeah. But come on, to be honest, have you ever really cared about Black Widow in the MCU?
I'm not talking about.
I thought she's a good character.
Yeah. She's a good character.
I care less about Hawkeye, to be honest. I mean, I like her. Hawkeye. I like her way more than
Hawkeye. Yeah.
I think I like them all the same, and it's not much for either one of them.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say she's the greatest, but there are I'll be honest with you. I'd rather watch the Black Widow movie than Thor 2. So I mean, like it
really
varies on. Oh yeah.
Thor 2. Do you not remember how horrible
one was?
I will
Oh,
never
I'm
stop
thinking of the
talking
new
about the
Thor.
garbage
the
level
Black
of Thor
elves,
2.
Dark Elves?
Yeah, Thor 2 was really bad.
The Oreo cookie bad guy.
Yeah, the Dark
forgot his name.
Elves. Yeah, Malekith.
Malekith.
Yeah.
Malachi.
But
Malachi
you
has
can't
one
compare
bad.
Batman and Black Widow. It's two different things, though.
Yeah, one's a man. Well done.
Neither one of them has any
Whoa.
superpowers at all.
Yeah. Also, one's a millionaire. Damn.
See, the thing is, I would say with Black Widow, what annoys me about it, like in Endgame, she was perfectly fine. I thought she was great because she took the most human aspect of us and like the resiliency, and was really good at still keeping the team together after this horrible tragedy. And you could tell that with herself, she was barely holding on, but because of her, the team stayed together. Because I think without Black Widow, there would have been no Avengers left.
She's like Batman in the capacity that she's like Batman is a strategist. So like if she is, yeah, well, it's a heart, and also it's like she doesn't have the like superhero powers, but she knows how to utilize your pieces in a battle. Just like Batman, he's a strategist for the Justice League. When they need a strategy, he has it because he knows the Flash, he knows the Superman, he knows what they're where they're most effective in what conflict. And I see her as the same type of person. She's a strategist. That's why she was kind of leading that team. She's not powerful as any of the people in that room, but she knows how to utilize them in a conflict.
I see that more as a Captain America thing than Black Widow.
Captain America's like a field leader. Yeah, I mean,
like when you're out on the trenches,
he's captain.
Yeah,
he's a captain. He's not a general.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I said, it's not even about her character. Like I don't want to go into a deep dive into Black Widow as a character. I just think that going back to Ultron, they nerfed my boy. They definitely handicapped him a lot to make it fit within the MCU narrative. And it's one of those things. It's kind of like with a lot of superhero movies or comic book movies and so forth. Like, hey, let me explain my evil plan to you, so you could stop me and defeat me. And oh my goodness, how'd you able to do this? It's the same thing with Ultron. They said, hey, Ultron is a universe ender, but somehow 5 individuals who majority of them had 0 powers could somehow stop pretty much a god made flesh who can utilize the stones to the most efficient way, the highest efficiency that we have seen thus far in the MCU. But some 5 people with no powers whatsoever can somehow stop him. That's what blows my mind. And I just wish that, instead of sitting here and dealing with that BS, they actually, explore the godlike powers and have somebody actually, because even they had the Watcher. The Watcher sitting there talking about, I'm the Watcher. I can't do anything. And then he gets his ass.
He keeps interfering.
Well, there's some serious, we didn't even talk about this, but there's a big, giant Deus Ex Machina thing that happened in this episode. And like it came out of nowhere. Like they kind of snuck it in. And I'm talking about the Infinity Gem Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that was so
yeah.
stupid. As soon as she
What
brought
a,
it,
like-
where the hell did this come on?
Well, as soon as they brought it out, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? This is like some kind of like some Deus Ex Machina shit. Like,
it is a
what?
Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so this now they have this out of the blue,
Nowhere,
and they use it, and it doesn't work on the gems in that universe, which I think addressed something we were talking about last week, whether or not the gems work. Now I thought that I immediately thought about our conversation that we had, but where the fuck did that come from? Why wasn't that around the first time? Like kind of who built that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, one thing that what they didn't discuss, which kind of blows my mind of how it happened, is where the hell did the Hulk go?
Oh yeah.
He was where? In which universe? In which reality?
Any reality.
Any of them.
No, he was fighting the zombie Scarlet Witch. Remember,
there's something that happens.
Oh yeah.
No, the zombie Scarlet Witch kills him.
How?
Does she?
She's the most in that universe. She's the most.
Yeah,
OP
she's the most powerful in
the zombie universe.
But they didn't show anything.
Well,
they showed him getting powered. They started fighting, and then they just disappeared.
I think it's implied that
he dies.
He can't take everything. You know what I mean? Like he reached his limit. I think it's implied. I think that.
I mean, I just think I wanted to know how she killed him, and like if she threw him out in space, like we know Hulk. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, little bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Wait,
I'm saying.
Who?
Both bitches going.
Wait, who are you talking to? What are you guys talking to?
What Creamcast was saying earlier about Scarlet Witch is actually like the power level that you think would be able to go maybe give Ultron a fight.
Yeah.
And it was brushed off so quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
But then all these other characters that don't come even close to the power of Scarlet Witch are able to take Ultron down.
I don't think she's Scarlet. She's not Scarlet Witch. She's
zombie Scarlet
Wanda Maximoff from
she's not
that would be a power level that would be able to like give Ultron run for his money.
When
we take bring Thanos from another universe, a fully powered Thanos, and be like, hey, I know you want to cut in half. This other guy wants to extinguish everyone. How about you duke it out with this other guy?
Well, no, wait a minute. Speaking about other universes, is it just me or
why didn't he just pull? Sorry, I don't know. This occurred to me before you said that. Why didn't he just go to other universes and find all the individuals who have Infinity Gauntlets and bring them all together?
Well,
Wouldn't that be
too.
A more stronger team.
Yes,
well, that too. But here's another thing. You can't use the Infinity Stones in another universe, right?
I think they said that you can because he was able to use them in the universe.
Maybe you could say they're a little bit nerfed. I don't know.
But we've already discussed this.
We did. That would explain why they would beat him if their Infinity Stones were nerfed.
You keep bringing up this argument. You keep bringing up this argument. That's the
no, but
I'm asking.
The end fight happened in Ultron's universe. In his source. Yeah, it was in the zombie. Wasn't it? Ultron.
No.
No, it was on a lifeless planet
of the Ultron. Like it was on Earth.
Because there was no life in there.
Yeah, so it's his home universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, Ed, you brought this argument up before.
No, I'm asking. I'm not saying.
This is what we discussed. Is that ultimately in the in game, they went to alternate timelines to pick up. They went back in time, which is still alternate timelines of their Infinity Stones.
Timelines, not universe. Timelines.
No, each timeline is its own universe.
Branching off into a new universe. That's how the multiverse is created.
Yeah. So
look and watch Green Tuner's hands and understand what he's saying.
One timeline, but you go back, you make a new one, but it's in the same universe though.
If you go back, you're jumping into a different possibility.
Well, remember that reality. I forgot her name. The who was helping Doctor Strange. She had the bald head. I forgot her name.
Yeah.
So
the ancient one.
So going to the Cascades thing. So Cascade, the difference when Loki's universe is that they're going into the time variant. They're going to an area where they can't use magic. So that's to say that they can't. Whenever they take Infinity Stones out of a universe and they bring it into the TVA, that's where that's the space and time that magic doesn't exist, and then that's why they're paperweights. But with like the Endgame, they were able to go to different timelines, grab the Infinity Stones, and then that's technically a different universe because when you take the Infinity Stone out, that is causing a rift in that universe. That's why we have the Loki series in the first place. It causes a complete different timeline because of that. It's a totally different universe. So like with the Infinity Stones, they could use other Infinity Stones in other universes. That's not a problem. I mean, that's why, Thanos was able to use the Infinity Stones in the Earth after the blip because they were able to grab Infinity Stones from different timelines, alternate universes, be able to grab it and then use that to then create a new Infinity Gauntlet to reverse what was done in their time.
And also, we're assuming that the writers care about all of this.
They that's what I was going to say. We're arguing some kind of like reality paradox and time paradox that, I mean, we could...
You guys can't see me, but I have my glasses like, actually...
I mean, Creamcast's really trying here, but like, I'm like, at the end of the day...
Yeah, I think the writer just didn't care. They're like, all right, we're gonna finish this.
They write the explanation afterwards.
Yeah,
so,
they write. And that's
let
fine.
the nerds debate amongst themselves.
At the end of the day, like I said, the episode was fine. The episode was fine. I thought it was hot
Yeah,
trash.
I'd say it's fine.
But the thing is, the problem is, like I said, like I hate the fact that they nerfed our boy. They nerfed our boy to make it work, and it's really annoying that they did that. Ultron should have been. If you're gonna have people fight, you should have people at that level fighting Ultron and so forth. Now, for Ultron's army, let's say Ultron by himself, he created a whole nother side army. Then bring Captain Peggy Carter and all these other people in. Bring in a multiverse, actual real Guardian or Avengers, like they did with Endgame. Bringing all these people from different parts of the world, but instead bringing from different people from different universes. You have multiple Killmongers. You have multiple Carters. You can have the zombie people, all bringing them all together and to fight this huge multiversal threat.
But he killed all those universes, remember?
He didn't kill all of them. No.
I thought he did.
He only killed his own.
His own is the one that he wiped down.
Yeah, he fought them, but he didn't actually. I don't think it was implied that he destroyed.
I mean, I think it was implied that he's going through universes, purging them.
But I'm saying the ones that we saw.
True.
Yeah, but
the ones that we saw, he might not have got. We're talking about an infinite amount of
universes. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, of course, he's destroying universes while the Watcher's sitting there talking about, let me find the most 5 non-powered people I can find. But it's just
hey, it worked, didn't it?
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up. You know shit.
Yeah. Fuck off. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what season 2. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what season 2 brings. It's kind of like the He-Man thing, like people. I don't want to judge it, too heavily. I'm judging on what I've seen.
We gotta see it.
Yeah, hopefully season 2 kicks it off. We get to see, Armin Zola, see what really happens to him, inside that capsule.
I like that. I liked Armin Zola and the image of him in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I thought that was real cool.
That was good.
That was cool.
That was a cool way of representation of that. I like that a lot. And even if they do nothing, with it, with the little capsule and they just throw it away, that's cool. I do hope that we do, and this is one thing I do hope with the What If. My biggest thing, even if the What If sucks overall, I hope that we see the Doctor Strange, this version of Doctor Strange, now the Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange with all the evils, mystical beings that we do see him in the movie. We see him in Universe of Madness. I hope that we do see Captain Peggy Carter, because I heard that she actually got pinged for a surprise teaser in a future Marvel movie.
Yeah, I could see a pop up in a future multiverse movie.
Yeah, and I hope that they do that. So that's the thing.
I do too.
I hope the payoff for all of this is that we get to see them actually on a live action movie, because I think that will be, even though What If wasn't good, it gives us an end to actually exploring these other universes. So yeah, that's What If.
All right.
I guess next thing, our last topic for today is Nintendo Direct, or recent Nintendo announcements.
No one got that. No one got the snap.
We got that. We just
and nobody cared. I think
wow.
Yeah, you're about 8 years too late for that, Ed.
Wow.
Whenever that movie came out.
Please understand.
But yeah, so Nintendo just came out. They had a big reveal recently with Super Smash Brothers. Green Turner and Darkseid. Y'all can fall asleep at this point.
Yeah,
I'm looking for my sleep mask.
Ed's take on it, because I know he had some wild speculations through the last review.
What were my supposed speculations?
I can't remember. But
you said Goku and
some
shit.
No, I never said Goku was going to be on there.
Yeah, you did.
No, I said be okay. Awesome.
All right, hold on.
No,
there is. I believe you taped your reaction, and I think I watched it, and you literally said, I was expecting Goku.
No,
for Goku.
I've never said those words.
You said I hope for Goku.
No, because here's the thing. Sakurai never uses
Boldavad.
No, every character that Sakurai has used has been a video game origin character. Yeah. It's never been like a anime or cartoon character that transitioned into a video game. It's always been video game first. So I already knew that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so the Sora.
What do you think of it?
Yeah, what do you think of Sora being revealed? What you think about that?
I think it's a good decision. I'm a fan of Kingdom Hearts. I think it's a good idea.
Have you even played a Kingdom Hearts game?
Yeah. I didn't play that once for 3DS. Because I don't know.
You played all the others?
So you just played the original?
All the other ones except for the most recent one. Yeah, I think it's 3. There's like 7 or 8 of them altogether.
The titles are ridiculous.
Oh, they
Does
are.
everyone know the titles offhand?
No.
Kingdom.
One's called Dream Drop or something like that. Yeah.
There's 2. There's Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 2.5.
Isn't there one called like
2 2/3?
1.5 remix something?
Yeah. There's one like this, like Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3/8 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me see. I'm gonna look them up and see.
Well, as you look them up, although I think Sora is a good idea.
Awesome, though, from the first Kingdom Hearts song.
Yeah.
I used to listen to that song all the time.
Okay, so you guys ready for all these titles?
Yeah, let's hear them.
Okay, so all Kingdom Hearts titles, not including remakes or remasters, in chronological order, is Kingdom Hearts. Actually, why is it
Kingdom Hearts 1?
Nope, this is not right. Okay, all Kingdom Hearts titles, not including remakes or remasters, release order. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Coded, Kingdom Hearts 358 divided by 2 days.
You're kidding me.
I don't know if it might be 358 divided by, I don't know, it's 358 2 days, but it's literally 358 divided by 2 days. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts, I guess, Chi. I don't know. Kingdom Hearts Unchained, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage, Kingdom Hearts. I think this is Kingdom Hearts back. It says Kingdom Hearts back cover, Kingdom Hearts Union, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah. So.
Yeah. The names are all over the place. Instead of just saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It says Kingdom Hearts back covers a movie including Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 final chapter prologue HD collection for PlayStation. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like,
you know what's also messed up? Have you guys seen the titles to the Evangelion Rebuild movies?
No.
What?
The Evangelion Rebuild movies.
Rebuild.
Neon Genesis Evangelion. You know the rebuild. The rebuild, the remake movies.
Remake. Yeah.
They're called Rebuild, but the titles for those are even more like just like this. They're like 2.6,
2.67.
Yeah, they do. They always do that.
Energy Duel, super happy.
Yeah, we're gonna make Neon Evangelion remake Birth by Sleep, Death by Night remakes 8.5. I'm like, what the hell is this shit?
Just plus Knuckles,
like Japanese executives in a room.
Plus Knuckles,
going like, yeah, all right,
yes,
it's cool.
The same guy who made the idea for the Xbox gaming system titles was behind this.
Look, if you're gonna talk about Smash Brothers, I'm not, I'm not the biggest fan. The only thing I like about Smash Brothers, it proved that Sonic is a garbage character, and he's not even that fast. That's the one thing I do love that it proved.
What?
Yeah, that's canon too.
What?
Remember there's a trailer where I think one of the Smash Brothers trailers where like all the characters are dying, and Kirby is faster than Sonic, and that's confirmed from.
No, that's actually confirmed.
Confirmed. Yeah. Kirby is faster than Sonic. So the one thing I do love is that Smash confirmed that even the only thing that Sonic does, his only purpose is he's got to go fast. He's not even that fast. He's useless.
He can actually go faster than Kirby, but he didn't have. He can.
Running for his life.
He can go faster than that. He just said.
Sure. Then he
didn't have all the chaos.
He wasn't
exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, without Chaos Emeralds as Sonic.
Well, without Kirby having his star ride thing, Sonic is faster than Kirby.
Okay, so the star ride is faster than Sonic. Even worse. So I could ride that thing. I would be faster than Sonic.
But I heard that the Kirby Star is actually faster than what it was shown. I heard that the Kirby Star it can go almost at the speed of light. It's actually stupid fast. is stupid fast.
Well, Sonic can do the same.
Sonic is not. All I know is it's official canon. Sonic is not that fast.
He's fast.
Change the name.
No,
he's fast.
He's not. He should
not,
say now. Gotta go fast, but not as fast as Kirby.
He's not his full potential in the game.
Slower than Kirby.
Gotta go slower than Kirby. That should be his list. Like that.
If anything, Sonic is at base form Goku in Super Smash Brothers.
I don't know what that means, but I'm just saying that. Sonic
so there are.
I love Smash for establishing that.
There are several transformations of Goku: Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, Blue.
There's no Super Saiyan 4. That's not fucking canon.
It has been unconfirmed. So.
And I have a quick question for you.
If it's unconfirmed, that still means it's not canon.
I mean, it hasn't been like
it hasn't been confirmed. Is what you're trying to say?
De-cannoned. It hasn't been de-cannoned.
What?
De-can. I don't know the correct term.
So it's not canon.
Canonized.
No,
it's still canon. It's still canon.
It's not even the same. It's not even the same storyline.
Well, okay, so there's Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So,
guys, you're talking about the Dragon Ball multiverse.
Yeah,
here.
See, that's how.
No, it's the same verse. So what I'm saying is, Sonic is at base form Goku in Super Smash Brothers. There are many forms of Sonic.
What the fuck does that mean?
So there's Sonic.
Sonic sucks is all I'm trying to establish.
You
here.
suck. Sonic rules.
Running for his life. Sonic running for his life. Literally, the only thing he needed to do was run. Like I'm telling him, like Sonic, just run and you will survive. Bitch died. Kirby zoomed past him and did the 50 Cent laugh in the car as he flew past Sonic. That's all I know, and that's why.
And all I'm saying is that Sonic is at his base form in Super Smash Brothers. There are different levels of Sonic.
I'm just saying, you know.
Kirby only has one star ride thing. That's all. Sonic has
that was base level Kirby too. I'm just saying. Can you imagine like topped out
Kirby? Kirby's using
Kirby.
Something. Sonic, he can do whatever.
Regardless, Ed.
Sonic sucks.
Okay, you're a Sonic fan, right, Ed?
Yes.
You're a true Sonic fan.
Yeah.
Okay, why is it that out of all the video game characters, Sonic fan base is either autistic or extremely disturbed?
Because of the fans. It's the fans. It's the fans.
There's like horrible like sex artwork. It's always Sonic.
It's the fans. It's not by Sega. It's the fans.
Like
it's the fans. It's the same thing with it's the same thing with anime. There are great animes out there, but the reason why a lot of people don't watch anime is because of the fans.
So you're saying that it's true. The Sonic fans are autistic.
Some of them are. Possibly.
I would say a good number of them.
I like how he just conceded that.
There's always going to be a weird type of fan base within
all I'm saying is
genre
I've come
or whatever.
across more Rule 34 Sonic. Horrific.
Yeah.
Than I have come across Mario Brothers. Rule 34 art.
I'm sure it's out there too. Bowsette, that's a thing. So I mean.
Yeah, but come on. Yeah. Be honest. How many pictures of Sonic have you seen that are just really out there?
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna just put this out. I don't condone this past conversation. I am Creamcast, and I'm letting these people, Green Tuner, the Far Side, and the Ed Underground lead this conversation. That's why I'm staying quiet.
Ed Underground is a resident fan, and he admitted
resident fan.
There's a disturbed.
That's in every fan base. That's in wrestling. That's in anime fan base. That's in people like The Walking Dead. It's gonna be in every fan base.
Okay.
No.
Sonic and Tails or something.
Cascade blames the furries.
And scroll down and see how far down you can get.
Yeah, it's because Sonic is a animal character. He's not human. So people who are into, what Cascade just mentioned.
This is totally different. So you just brought up something that I can't let you just walk past this. You
Walking
just
Dead.
Said, you brought up The Walking Dead, talking about like fandoms who go berserk over stuff. The Walking Dead fandom is not sitting here talking about oh my gosh, Sonic can go 2,500 miles per hour, especially speed light. Kirby shouldn't be able to make it. Rule 34 states. Like no other fan base. You brought in the most weird fan base out of all of them, and tried to compare it to like the Walking Dead fan base, which is not the same. And then you brought up wrestling, like a fake form of entertainment, talking about there's guys in leotards and freaking wearing speedos wrestling each other in hot oil, talking about, man,
hot
what,
oil?
This crazy fan bases. Triple H put somebody in the armbar in an all-out match, he would win. He would be the champion of everything. Like it's a video game. Like no one really cares. It is Sonic. You could let's break it down like this. Sakurai could not have like I was reading something just now while you guys were going crazy about this. One of the reasons why they picked Kirby is because of the fact that Kirby is an easy character to play. Sakurai has said that you could not put Bayonetta or someone else could have survived this whole event, but these are hard characters.
Not just that, but Sakurai, didn't he help make Kirby?
It doesn't matter. He picked Kirby. Who cares? It's a video game.
If I made a video game or I was introduced and my boy Hero Kid or whatever was like, I brought him in there, I'm gonna make him like, I'm gonna be biased. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, he's in there. Sega said, okay, they showed it to Sega. Sega was like, okay, seems about right. Kirby kicked his ass. Yeah. Yes. Makes sense. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah, we're good. Looks good. It's Sega approved. Let me just slap the old Sega label on there, and
Sega said, "Okay, this is good for us." And
so, any more questions out there?
No.
Sonic rules.
Think of it like this: if Sonic someone brought up a good point. If Sonic had all the Chaos Emeralds and he was able to escape, this thing would ever destroy the Earth. Where would Sonic go? Sonic had nowhere to go. Therefore,
Chaos Control
Sonic would die.
Chaos what?
Chaos Control.
What is that?
What the fuck is that?
It's basically where you teleport to a different place.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, he destroyed everything.
Darkseid, shut up. Hey, say that again.
Chaos Control.
What is that?
You can teleport into different places anywhere you want, basically.
Hey, you're right. Shut up.
Shut up. Well, you wanted his expertise. He gave it to you.
Yeah, I mean, no one.
And there's also another form higher than Supersonic, and that's Hyper. Anyways.
What is it, the silver one?
Was it?
Yeah. No, Hypersonic.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Supersonic. All right, so you got
Sonic,
right?
Supersonic, Hypersonic. There's also another level where he
Sonic can go Super Saiyan 4.
Super Saiyan 4.
His hair gets really long.
Super Saiyan 4.
So what
color is Supersonic? Ed Underground. This is my response to you. Super Kirby, Hyper Kirby, Stupid Kirby, Bubba Kirby. All these Kirbys exist, and they're all going to be better than Sonic.
All Kirby had to do is
the fact that
suck up. All he had to do was suck up Sonic.
Just eat Hypersonic.
Yeah,
your Hypersonic. Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, eat Hypersonic and then.
There you go. Clearly we know he can catch him now. So that's it.
Anyways,
we know Kirby has a suck. Kirby has the good suck. He's gonna catch him.
You can't escape the suck.
You can't escape the suck, man.
Speaking of fandom, Kirby can give some dome.
Yeah, Kirby got the fandom.
Right. Anyways, because of time, Sora is in the game.
That to my DeviantArt page.
Oh my goodness, Sora is in the game. Although Sora's in the game, I approve of that. I actually wanted like Doom Guy or Master Chief in it.
Doom Guy is in there. But he's as a
he is in there
as a main character.
Player.
Yeah,
Master Chief would never be in there because he's garbage too. So there's not much left here for them to pull. I mean,
it's over.
They get to go.
Oh yeah,
it's done.
Oh, it's done, right?
But they can. They can
that's it. There are no more characters.
They can pull. They can change it up and start pulling video game characters.
So do you think this is the final Smash Brothers game? They're done now?
No.
I think in years' time, I think so.
They might do like a Grand Theft Auto thing, right? Where they'll just keep this going for a while before they do a new one.
That's what I assumed they were going to do.
Well, as of right now, from looking at the direct, it looks like it's over. There was like no, but one more thing or anything like that. It was no trailer. So
they're just gonna keep improving this game that they have.
I think it's done.
I thought they would have just kept building this, adding more stages and characters and until it became like a, well, it already is an unwieldy beast. But
well,
yeah, it's insane. Could you imagine? Pick your character.
Pick your character. It takes forever to scroll through.
Yeah,
it kind of does already.
But I think the good thing about with Super Smash Bros. So far is that when they release a character for one episode or one game, they continue bringing those characters into the next iteration. So if for the new iteration of Super Smash Brothers, they bring over these characters, then they can make a subset, maybe a video game characters. Maybe bring in, Doom, actually bring in Doom Guy, bring in Halo and so forth. I mean, if I was Microsoft and I see like, hey, my character, our franchises could be put into a game and made popular again, like Halo, Master Chief and so forth, I'd be like, hey, sign me up because, we're hurting right now. Like, Microsoft is still hurting. Like Microsoft doesn't have any big franchises at the moment. So, it's just kind of one of those things like they still need some help. And I think like, hey, putting him into Smash would be kind of cool. But neither here. Yeah, so Cascade said,
they bring bad Mr. Frosty in, I'll be good.
Yeah, really want that, Mr. Frosty. So Cascade brought up a good point. Like they didn't include Waluigi. Like Ed didn't talk about people.
Can we talk about this during the Ed Underground's reaction?
Yeah,
he he cannot pronounce Waluigi.
Say Waluigi.
I just
you're saying it now, but go watch the VOD. He said,
"Oh, I had to watch it."
Waluigi.
Yeah, he just could not say Waluigi.
I think just
crazy.
Well, I think I said Waluigi.
Yeah, you said Waluigi several times.
Waluigi. I also said that that Creamcast gets more invites for playing KI than Waluigi does.
Oh yeah, hilarious.
Man, you're so
knee
funny.
Slapper right
there. Anyways, so yeah, the Super Smash Brothers was pretty good. I mean, hey, I gotta give it. They have a great legacy so far. They have brought in a lot of characters that you never would have thought would have been in the fighting game of this magnitude. So I have to give kudos to Nintendo for this. I mean, it's not often that you have a fighting game like this as kind of very loose fighting game and so forth. And they continue to put out really great work. You have, of course, you have your more combats out there that is done very well. Street Fighters that have done very well. But, the undertaking of bringing all these other franchises in, like, Banjo-Kazooie, like who would have thought that you would have had that into a fighting game? It was really cool. So I really hope that, in the next iteration of Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, that they continue to build onto it. Now, the one thing I don't see them continue to do it because, I mean, what is going to make more money? Either you building a new game for $60 and then adding more characters you can buy, or continuing to put DLC out. Probably buying a game and putting more DLC out. So I can see this being the very last thing that they do. Maybe doing minor updates, events, and so forth. But I don't see any more characters coming out, which is fine. They've kept this thing running for 4 or 5 years and constantly putting out new content. So, like I said, major kudos to them for that, and we'll see what happens with Nintendo.
And before we get to the next topic about the other direct that they did, or not really direct, the pricing of whatever. The one thing I did like about what they did with Sora, they used the previous, I think it was the Nintendo Online survey of what characters you want to use for Super Smash Brothers, and Sora was number 1. This was back in the Wii U era. So I like that they did that to appease the majority of fans. Some are still upset about it, but I think it was a really good idea.
That was cool too. Listening to your fan base is always important. Now moving on to the next thing. So for the Nintendo release their pricing for Nintendo Online. Talk about online. Cascade was talking about they need better online service. Absolutely.
Yes.
Nintendo definitely shit the bed on on netcode for Super Smash Bros. Because I mean, if they had made the netcode anything better than what it is now, I mean, the thing is, honestly, the netcode is not bad if you play LAN. But majority of people, well, LAN is good. You have to have that connection. If you play Wi-Fi, it's absolute dog shit. I don't want to say it's dog shit. It's just not good.
Well, here's the thing about without the LAN cable. I know people who have played the new Nickelodeon copy paste Super Smash Bros. Game, and they don't have a LAN cable. The netcode is way better than Super Smash Brothers, and that says a lot. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's bad. So, and hopefully in the next iteration of Super Smash Brothers or future releases or future updates to Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, that they still make those updates. That would be nice.
Who makes Smash? Namco?
Smash? I mean,
Nintendo.
Oh, Nintendo.
Nintendo.
I thought they farmed it out.
No.
It's Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
No, it's still Nintendo.
Because there's a lot of games that they farm out, so I didn't know that was one of them. Like, even though it has the Nintendo seal or whatever, they'll farm out.
Yeah, that seal is meaningless.
Yeah. No. It's Nintendo that does it. So that's probably why the netcode's not so good, because, I mean, outside of Smash, like, how many online games does Nintendo really, that's not their forte. It's never been, they're much better at single player games. So, but yeah, so talking about, Nintendo and online, they released their online subscription costs for Nintendo Online, now having N64 capability, games you can play, and there's nothing expansive. The games are not that, there's maybe 10, 12 games that you could play online from Nintendo Online. But now they updated the cost from like $20 a year to, I believe, $50 a year.
$50 a year.
Yeah, if you're on a single subscription, and $80 if you're on a family plan. Which then allows you to be able to use that family plan up to 8 switches at a time. Who has 8 switches? I don't know. Like, who the fuck has 8 switches in their household? Like, that's absolutely dog shit crazy, but whatever. But yeah, so what do you guys think about that price increase, especially for the games that they offer now?
I think it's terrible because the online service does not. It's not worth $50. For $20, yeah, I was satisfied with $20 for what the online service. I'm not talking about the games. I'm talking about the just the variety of just everything of the online service. But for $50 to $80, I don't think it's worth it. And my favorite game of all time is on that service now, Zelda or Ocarina of Time, and it's not worth it. Plus, if you want to buy the Nintendo 64 controller, which is probably like $50 itself.
Yeah, it's $50 if you buy the N64 with the built-in Rumble pack inside of it. Yeah, it's $50.
It's not worth it.
So the games that are included with them, so just so everybody who's listening knows, is Dr. Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Mario Tennis, Sin and Punishment, Star Fox 64, Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Win Back, Covert Operations, and Yoshi's Story. So those are the 9 games that you get with this subscription.
Isn't F-Zero on there too?
Yeah, one of the F-Zero's coming soon.
This is not part of the. But so this is, so what it looks like is that, so this is a plus membership. So you can keep Nintendo Switch Online just as is, or you can do the expansion pack membership, which, or no, actually, is it 2-in-1? Yeah, I think they're separate ones, right?
Yeah, you can still do the $20.
Yeah, you can still do the $20 one.
But you just won't get those games.
Yeah, and then also you get retro Sega Genesis classic games as well. Yeah, it's just kind of funny that I understand the outrage of it, but at the same time, I kind of get annoyed with people being outraged about stuff all the damn time. Like, if you don't like the service, go to your local GameStop. Well, first off, shut the fuck up. Go to your local GameStop. Get the game that you want. Get the console that you want. You could buy a used N64, probably, for $20. And if it is broken, you can probably pick it up for $5 and clean it up yourself. They're pretty easy to fix overall, because usually it's just dirt inside of them. Go buy those games for cheap and then play it yourself on the original consoles. Or get the I'm I don't condone this, but get an emulator. You can get it for free. Like Nintendo's offering a service for people who want to do it the legit way, the legal way, want to play these games without having to find the S-Video connection and have an S-Video connector to an HDMI connector for the back of their TV and so forth. Like they're offering a service that you normally couldn't be able to get for you. If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you do like it, great, happy for you. And the thing is, like $50 for a whole year, that comes out to what, a little more than $4 a month. Like if you are going to complain about $4 a month for a service that is totally you don't need to get it. It's totally up to you to get it. If you're going to complain about $4 a month, then you might have bigger issues overall than anything else. I think $50 is not bad, especially if they're going to extend it out. I mean, the only thing I wish they would put more games out for the 64, because the thing is, at the end of the day, all they're doing is emulating the damn games that they already have. Put that shit on a server, and then give you the entire library of 64 games. If they did that and gave you like 100 games on 64 for $50 a month, I think that would be a steal. But that's just my opinion.
Well, I think people are now looking for a like a Game Pass type service, because Game Pass, even though technically Game Pass is more than the Nintendo Online, because it's like $12-14 a month. You do that times 12 months, it's more than $50, obviously. But I think people are looking for that like Game Pass service where they have tons of games or day one games. I think that's what people are looking for. But just online service, Nintendo is not good at all. So the $20 was very feasible. I might get it, honestly, but after like seeing that, like I just really want to dig up my 64, find my Zelda game, and just get a connector and play it on my live stream. After seeing that,
they just need to make more of their library available.
Yeah,
it's limited.
Yeah.
I mean, like
it's limited to, like we said last time, like the games that we don't want to play. They don't put like the first party title that everyone wants.
Yeah, and kind of like what Cascade said. Cascade said, he wants he wants his games for free, and that's what a lot of people want. That's everybody wants. And I know that Cascade is probably being serious and not serious at the same time, but seriously, that's what everybody wants. Everybody at this point, they want their game, all the games for free. They want everything for $5 a month, and people still complain. They were like, "Oh my goodness, $5 a month, but you don't have X, Y, and Z feature. This is a complete ripoff." Like, if you don't want the service, don't buy it. Like, I mean, who's sitting here really talking about, man, I want to play the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time all over again in 2021? People will say that, but will they actually do it? No. And I mean, you're still the same person that watches Dragon Ball GT episodes talking about.
I don't like GT.
You just said you were arguing that it was canon still. I mean,
well, technically it is, yeah. I don't like GT. Only thing I like about GT is Super Saiyan 4. That's it. Everything else, nope.
You're contradicting yourself. But anyway,
when have I ever said I like GT?
No,
all the time. No, you just said it before we started the podcast.
I never said I like GT.
Yeah, you did.
Never said I like GT.
You said you like
those words. I like GT has never come out of my mouth in any.
That's exactly what you said.
You said I like GT.
I like Z, Super, and old school Dragon Ball.
Oh no, what I'm saying is that it's not canon. And you're like, well, technically they didn't decanon it. And I'm like, no, it's never been canon or uncanon. Whatever crap you said.
But I didn't say I liked it.
It's not canon. Yes, you did.
I never said I like GT.
You said you liked it.
Come on,
never
man.
said I like GT.
We're all telling you that's what you said.
I don't like GT.
Oh,
it's terrible.
Don't try to save face.
Yeah, just because we're on the podcast and people can watch it, now you're trying to backtrack.
Yeah, no, they can rewind.
You did like it.
They can rewind the episode and see it or hear it.
Cascade said that. Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah,
no,
GT.
Never say I like GT.
Thank you, Cascade.
Thank you.
Cascade is probably trolling, most likely.
No, but you said probably. But the thing
doesn't sound like Cascade. No.
But you just said probably. So that means that you're not even sure yourself. Therefore,
yeah, exactly.
If
you like it.
I don't like GT.
4 out of the 5 people
who are all trolls.
You also claimed that Sonic was fast too, and we know that's a lie.
Sonic is fast. Sonic is fast. Yes, he is.
Falling apart. Your web is falling apart.
He has 4 forms.
House of Cards.
He has 4 forms.
House of Cards. They're done.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about with the pricing? Do you guys even care of that pricing?
Care what the pricing.
I mean,
I said this from day one. I think we had an earlier podcast where we talked about just put it out, just put all the games out. I'm willing to pay $100 a year. Just put it all out. Put your whole library out.
That's what you are.
Yeah, but it's better than this painful, horrible process where nobody's happy. Just put it out there. Yeah, and if you want it, you can get it. If you don't, you don't want it. Yeah,
I mean, it's so if emulators can do it. If emulators can do it so well, like all you need to do is
in some cases better.
In some cases better. Like there are emulators now that can play Switch games and have fixed issues in Switch games and the emulators. And that's the thing. It's just like why it should not be hard. Like they know that for the most part that the button mapping is going to be the same. If you're using a Switch, you have a button mapping for that. If you have or you can just do a custom button mapping. Like it's not that hard. But they're sitting here talking about that we're gonna give you 9 games. Like, no, come on, Nintendo, give us something. But we know Nintendo's always been very stingy about their damn library. I mean,
Nintendo will do Nintendo things.
Yeah, and that's what
it comes down to.
Every every time you buy you might buy a game on your Wii, but then they'll say, oh well, on the Switch it's not compatible anymore. So what you actually need to do is buy the new version on Switch now.
Yeah,
and it's just
we already went over this.
Yeah, we went over this.
Darkside's foolishness of wanting to purchase the what's it called, the Game & Watch.
The Game & Watch. Pre-ordered for December.
There you go. See,
you fool. Because he wants to play. He wants that old school feel.
Yeah, he wants to really strain his eyes when he's trying to.
He can only play it during the daytime too. So.
Yeah, he can.
I'll play it for 2 hot seconds out of the box and I'll throw it away immediately. Well, let's not get ourselves here.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Hey,
I'll do it live on the podcast too.
While I'm here, I'm looking at I have my Nintendo online, my mini Nintendo. Yeah. My NES Classic is sitting right here right beside me. Yeah. I have my Super Nintendo Classic sitting right beside me. Yeah. I have my PlayStation Classic sitting right beside me.
Oh, snap. Right. I'm looking at the same thing. Yeah, I'm looking at all 3 of them right now.
Yeah, I literally I can literally go grab them. Let me go grab them right now, so you guys see that I'm literally not bullshitting.
I believe
you. You know what makes me? You know what makes me? What makes me more upset about this?
Just you and I.
Okay.
They're not listening.
Okay.
They're horrible, aren't they?
Yeah, they're terrible.
They just bring down the quality of the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying. Next time we should just mute.
It's so weird that headphones still work. So, Nintendo Classic, right here.
Oh, it's in space.
Yeah,
sweet.
It's ascended like I am. Actually, hold on. Let me take off my filter.
It's ascended more than the Nintendo Online.
Let's see. All right. Oh, it's even worse.
Yeah, it's even worse.
Let me see.
The Dark Side looks like he's about to do an unboxing video.
Yes.
Yeah, right. I'm ready to go. I've got them all.
Classic, still.
Yeah.
Perfect. Nice. It hasn't been opened. I don't know if I ever will open it.
Oh wow.
But yeah, this has 30 games on it, which is funny.
That's wow.
Super Nintendo.
How much was that?
Huh?
How much was that?
I think when it first came out, like 60? 50?
Yeah, 50.
And it has 30 games on it.
Yeah, you can't buy these anymore, which is funny. But the Super Nintendo one. Mm-hmm. And then, the creme de la creme. Slide dust on it, but
yeah, I know. Mine are dusty as hell. I'm wearing a black t-shirt and I got dust all over.
Yeah, I'm wiping it on my shorts and the PlayStation.
I mean, I got them out of the box too. I have them displayed.
Oh, yeah, really? Displayed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm going back home to my parents' place where I have all my old consoles still. So I still have my old PlayStation, my PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. No, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 are out there. Nice. Yeah, I got my PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. I'm going to bring all that stuff back. My GameCube, my 64, Sega. I'm bringing all those stuff back. Hopefully they still work. They probably don't.
Atari Jaguar.
Yeah, Atari.
Jaguar, 3DO.
I have my 3DO.
I have a 3DO still.
I have my Genesis on the Neo Geo. I have my Saturn. I have my Dreamcast. But what I'm saying is I'm bringing all that stuff back. But yeah, like, geez, like, like these classics, like people honestly, like like once you get these classics, that's it. Like you got them is good. Like all these games you get with on the back.
But I'll be honest with you.
I didn't play any of them. I'm not playing. I'm not gonna play any of them. They're nostalgic.
But it's the laziness. And we're all lazy. And here's the thing: I have Super Metroid on this SNES Classic. I want to play it on
your Switch.
No, you know how I play the Switch. I've talked about it. How I balance it on my stomach like an otter.
Clams on my tummy.
Yes, like clams on my tummy.
Clams on my tummy.
Like clams on my tummy. And the Switch, it does well. It's designed in that way for that purpose.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get up and like manually pick up the old controller. I gotta plug in the HDMI. By the way, screw you, Cribcast, because now I had to unplug the HDMI from the back of my Super Nintendo Classic that's been untouched for a year. I mean, yes, it's developed dust, but like, screw you. Now I got to go back there and find the HDMI cord. What hell is this?
I'm so sorry for you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, life is.
There's wires all over the place now.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That's so weird.
That
I'm
sucks.
so sorry for you. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I have it very hard.
First world problems.
Yeah, you have a tough life.
Oh, I like what you're doing there. I like that shirt.
That's pretty cool.
Now your shirt's ascended.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I tried to do, be, ascended and so forth, but
Just your clothing.
Yeah, just my clothing.
He has ascended.
I had to come back to an immortal level for you guys. But yeah.
Your lips look white or something.
Oh, it does.
Oh yeah.
Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle.
No, he looks like Tyrone Bagans.
Tyrone Bagans. That's funny because I did the color of red for my shirt, but somehow my red luscious lips.
Wow.
Red lips. Wow. Your filters. Yeah.
I mean, it's exposing me and my beautiful lips.
Going back to the Nintendo Online thing.
No, let's talk more about my lips. Talk more about my lips, damn it.
Well, one thing I don't understand. I never played the Zelda Ocarina of Time for the 3DS, and I heard it was better quality. I would have loved it if they put that on the Nintendo Switch without the 3D, but put it on the Switch. That's what I was kind of hoping they would do. In my mind, it makes sense. But it's Nintendo, so I think it's a missed opportunity.
I mean, it is what it is. Honestly,
missed opportunities. The Nintendo tagline. I mean,
that's their whole motto at this point.
Yeah, that's all they do is missed opportunity.
They do get things right though.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, or they get there like 10 years too late on whatever they're doing.
Like, but they'll be like, we're doing something that has never been done before. It's kind of what I guess it's the iPhone effect, right? The Apple effect. The Apple, we're revolutionizing the way that you charge your phones. Now you don't have to plug it in anymore. It's now just magic.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Solar power.
Samsung did this 10 years ago, and they're like, but now we're doing it. So and then all the Apple people are like, oh my God, they're changing the universe.
Same thing with Nintendo people. Yeah, I think we discussed this before too.
I think next year Apple's gonna put out the folding phone for the first time, and everyone's gonna act like Samsung hasn't been doing that for 10 years too.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is you get in the person on this call who is not saying anything right now is one of those people who
Apple fanboy.
Apple fanboy. They can't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, Green Tuner.
No.
Yeah, Green Tuner. Gotcha.
You know who it is.
Yeah, we know who it is.
No, I like Apple. I think there's some good things about Samsung also. I have seen the Samsung flip phone and the folding phone. I have seen that, and it's really impressive. At the same time, I know when Apple does that, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It'll probably cost like, I'm sorry, I got my paycheck this time.
Yes. No, you do it for free. We know you do
your doming Steve Apple.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Steve Apple.
Wow.
I just like that he's doming some guy who's just like, yeah, I'm Steve Apple. It's like, oh wow, Steve Apple.
Yeah, tell me about the new features of the new iPhone. Yeah, but no, I mean, we know how Apple does. Apple does do crazy crap like that. So we'll see. But no, Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo. I hope they don't continue to slow roll. It's such bullshit. Honestly, it's slow roll for ROM stuff that's been out. ROMs that have been out for decades at this point.
Yes.
And you're slow rolling at this point like 9 games, like seriously. And maybe they're just trying to see, hey, is there any actual interest in this?
I mean, okay, so give the benefit of the doubt. Look at Nintendo NES and SNES Online. Look at the current roster of it. It has grown. Yes, it has grown. But I mean, hasn't it come out like 2 years ago, 5 years ago? What is it?
I think it's been 2 years.
Yeah,
has it been 2 years?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous what's on there. It's just come on, just put it all out. It's so stupid at this point.
Yeah,
in 2 years.
Oh yeah, no, that's I thought you were trying to like defend them. Like
that's what it sounded like at first too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man.
Yeah,
No. I will say that it grew. You can't say that it hasn't grown, but I'm just saying
it
that
grows.
But it's been 2 years.
But with titles that nobody cares about.
But it grows at a rate. We're talking about 8-bit games. They're adding them on like it's PlayStation Plus. Like, all right, here we go. Like The Witcher's being added on. They're like, here we go. Here's Danganronpa or Bomberman 4. I'm like, just put it out, man.
The thing is that I think what gets me is that Nintendo has made their money off of these games decades ago, and they're acting like, hey guys,
mainly from Darkside, but
yeah, I mean Darkside is buying all the retro games and shit.
Look, we all know Darkseid's a fool.
He is a fool. He is a fool.
I mean, do you want me to pan up to my Batarang I bought like earlier in this podcast? I'll buy anything. I'll buy most of it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm the same person. I mean, that bought,
You bought a Supreme gun, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Creamcast is a hype beast.
Oh my goodness.
Complete hype beast at the moment. Yeah, I brought my Supreme Nerf gun. So yes, I mean, we will buy whatever. We are dumb consumers. All I'm saying is that like Nintendo has made their money decades ago off of these games, these 8-bit games that they keep releasing. They're doing the Bethesda treatment, where Bethesda keeps putting out Skyrim every fucking year on every damn platform imaginable. And it's like, no, put out a new game at least. Like, put out a new Elder Scrolls that's not Elder Scrolls Online or Skyrim. Like, do something else. But neither here nor there. Yeah, they need to stop slow rolling. And I feel like 9 games for the initial release, unless they're really doubting this is going to be a lucrative thing, this should have been part of the whole Nintendo Online thing. A decade.
In the beginning.
No, not at the beginning, but a decade ago. Because I mean, they're literally they're like, these games are not like revolutionary. These games have been out for a long time. You map the buttons, put the ROMs out on a server somewhere, and then boom, you're done. You put the service out, and then you're done. Like, these games no one is going out of their way. I mean, I don't say nobody. People are not in droves going out of their way to buy these old games anyways. Nobody's saying like, damn, you know what? Man, I really want to buy Dr. Mario today. And then it's like, so do I. And then there's a huge wave of new Dr. Mario purchases. Put the game out, at least for suckers like me. At least you're making $50 a month or a year off of suckers like me. I have the $20 I pay for Nintendo Online. I have not played more than 5 minutes for any of the games. And guess what? I will continue to pay like a sucker.
I unsubscribed. I unsubscribed from it.
Yeah, let's see. Only thing
I get the yearly subscription.
Yeah, I
got the yearly too.
That's what I did.
For the Nintendo?
Why'd you unsubscribe then?
Because there's like really nothing on there. The only thing I play on there to use online has been Smash Brothers. I haven't played Smash Brothers recently.
Subscription. I can't remember the last time I played a game on the cloud.
Yeah.
I just play my hard copies.
Yeah, I play Super Nintendo. I play Super Mario. I played Mario Brothers 3, I think. And then that was it. I played like 2 worlds, and I was like, all right, this is boring. And went back to playing like Counter-Strike or something.
I was playing it about a month ago. I was playing Super Metroid, so that's about it.
Well, that's a good game. Super Metroid, I have played that. I haven't played it recently. I played it a couple years ago on emulator and beat it, but that's about it. So
the only thing that kind of like almost interests me to wanting to get it is Zelda, but I can literally just find my 64, find Zelda, and I just got to get a connector to play on my live stream.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about convenience.
Yeah,
You're
to pick it
for
up.
the convenience of playing it on your Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, yeah,
Like an otter.
Yeah, you're
like an otter would play it.
Yeah, on your belly. Now I gotta say something. I'm gonna call somebody out. Green Tuner.
Oh shoot, me?
Yeah, you little bitch.
What the heck?
Why you yawn on every this is like during the day. Like usually like,
I do it off mic.
we'll be like doing streaming at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. That makes a complete sense why you'll be yawning because like I'm getting tired, blah blah blah. But then you'll be like, this is what time is it for you guys? 1:25 in the afternoon. He's like, it's a long day.
All right. You know what? Green Tuner and I are the only ones who have a real physical job.
Wait.
Fantasy land on your
what?
computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're in digital IT, and I mean, like, at Underground, you're like DoorDash or whatever. But like
on the side,
whatever. Dreamcast, you're all up in the IT universe. You don't even leave that chair. And you do your 9 to 5. We all know it.
Your body is used to sitting down for hours straight.
We're pulling the hard labor, the physical labor. So we're tired.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm pretty sure that you sit in a chair majority of the time.
No. It's all physical for me.
I do gotta say I have seen him walk.
Yeah, have you ever seen me anywhere? You've seen me walk. Right? No.
He's like, I've seen him walk, but other than that,
the nature of my business, I have to be on my feet all the time.
He has legs like veal. It's so soft. I mean, Green Train, you don't.
I do have soft legs, but
that's beside the point. Green Train, you don't have a blue collar job.
Blue collar-ish. I do have to be on my feet a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, he does actually. Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking. Okay, I'm thinking back in the day. Maybe I'm thinking about your old job. Back when I was like 12 years ago. But okay, I mean, fine. I'm used to sitting in a chair. I'm sorry for living a life of luxury here, and you know.
Get your Supreme guns out of our face.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
1%er over here.
Wow. I know. We can't take this from this hype beast here.
His money over there with his Letterman jacket behind him.
I know. Elitist is the theme here.
I'm not 1%er, more like a 6%er.
All right, he's honest. At least he's honest.
I'm not like a 6%er for black men.
Wow.
This coming from the guy that was asking us if he should buy a $60,000 car or a $70,000 car.
That's not expensive. Is that expensive?
That statement alone. That statement alone. Out of touch. Out of touch. I need you to run for office so you can come back down to earth and just like, can you like go visit a coal mill or something?
Wow.
Like,
your little hard hat.
It's like that picture.
I'm a man of the people. Visited that person's apartment.
Yeah,
she was horrified.
She was just like, wow, people live in such small confined areas. Wow.
Oh.
I mean, no, it was not. Was it a $60,000 car?
Yes.
I don't think it was.
Whatever. Let's drop in the bucket.
No, okay. Yeah, I did want the Corvette. I did say I want a C8 Corvette. I did. So this is horrible. This is not going to prove the point. I wanted to upgrade to an LC500, Lexus LC500, which is like $100,000 car.
What the heck?
Yeah, I want to upgrade to that, but I mean, right now I'm right. Hey, I'm like you guys. I fit in. I have a Kia.
You know the struggle of the poor people.
Yeah, I understand your struggle. I have a Kia Optima 2015. You know, EX. Like, you know, it's a poor man's car. So I am with you guys.
Like that's what you think poor people drive.
He's slumming it. He's slumming it in his Ultima.
Guys, like
not like 1992 on the Civic.
Yeah, like
it's a good year.
I pump at the same gas stations as you guys. So, you know, you guys can like back off a little bit.
Use the same road as us.
Yeah, I use the same road as you guys. I get the same tires. Well, maybe not the same tires, but my car is not that more. It's only like a $30,000 car. Jeez, that's not that
only.
Much.
Yeah. That's true.
He drives on the same white walls as us, guys. I mean, come on. Guys, he's a man of the people.
I am the man of the people.
What is it? My butler's caddy.
My butler's caddy's nephew's niece. Yeah.
I mean, I do have a in-home cook, a chef that comes in, or outside chef that comes in and cook for me. But hey, they drive a Cadillac just like the rest of you guys. Okay, brand new Escalade, just like the rest of everybody else. You guys are jerks. You guys are complete jerks.
Hey, you opened yourself up.
How did I?
You said he yawned, so I went.
It all started because
yeah, I know.
Yeah. Somehow we went from yawning to all of a sudden jumping down my case, all about $60,000 cars. Jeez, you guys are jerks. I worked hard for my money, damn it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nobody's denying that you have worked hard for your money.
Yeah, you guys are assholes. I'm gonna sit back on my comfy chair while Ed takes us out.
In your brand new house after visiting Europe.
I did.
Oh, I got some feedback from listener. He wanted to know why am I the only one saying blur you later? That was literally the feedback.
I don't think that's the feedback. I think
that's the feedback.
Who's this feedback coming from? Who said this?
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But the comment has been made that we're not saying blur you later enough, and we need to say more.
He's gonna call. We're gonna be like, "Hey, give us some video evidence, or give us some proof." He's gonna have the foot.
You know what? I know. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Okay. And then you know what? It brings up another point. Mm-hmm. Somebody, that same person asked me about. We were talking about things that we talk about on this podcast. And I said, "Oh yeah, we talked about that." And he's like, "No, you didn't." And I had to think about it, and I was like, "Oh,
the audio is not."
No, it's not the audio. It's that at Underground. At Underground, we'll record 3 hours of content. At Underground, post an hour of it.
Yes. Hour and 50
I was talking about something. I was like, "I'm sorry about you probably heard this, and I don't want to talk about it again." But like yada yada yada. And he's like, "You guys never talked about this. Was huge." I was like, "Yeah, we did. We spent like 2 hours talking about it, and then I had to look it up and be like." Oh yeah, he cut it down to like 53 minutes, so we only got the beginning.
An hour and 50.
This is 2 hours and 15.
2 hours 15. So
and then I explained to this person like, oh, it's because of the editing. And he's like, why doesn't he just compress the audio? I'm like, all right, I don't want to get into this. I walked away. Yeah, but either way,
I did compress it. Still.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So will this one go up in its entirety, or
we'll
is it
see.
Cut down
We'll
again? Because I think we've been going long.
We'll have to see. It's been 2 hours and 16 minutes. We'll have to see.
2 hours and 16.
So I will say this. This is the advice I gave him that to the blurred. What do we call our community? Damn, we got to think about this. But anyways,
blurters.
No, see, don't go off the cuff because this can go bad really fast.
Peons.
The peons. We can tell what we can tell them is if you want to listen to the full unedited content, the Twitch VOD is
it's up.
Yeah, it'll be up right away. It'll be uncut.
They need to go to YouTube because Twitch doesn't keep it. I don't think Twitch keeps it indefinitely.
I found a way to do it, so I make highlights of a full episode. So
yeah, but I definitely think we should go to YouTube because that was the whole point of all this.
Yeah.
This should be audio for after
it's
the
on
pod,
YouTube,
but we should find a way to be able to put the entirety on a listening format because not a lot of people have YouTube Premium or whatever it is where you can listen it offline, but everybody has a podcast software where you can listen to it, while having it in your pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I listen to my Apple Podcast.
Yeah, because like YouTube, you literally have to keep the window open as you're listening to it on your phone. Otherwise, it won't play.
Unless you have YouTube Music. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah,
with Twitch, you can.
All right, well, this is a discussion for us to have offline, I guess.
Exactly.
But
anyways.
No, this is good.
Blur you later.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, don't blur them out later that fast.
Well, this has been episode 19 of the Blurred Podcast. You can find us on all major platforms. And
Can you?
What?
Can you?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Eventually,
It's on YouTube. It's on Twitch.
It'll get to you.
No, it's out. It's been consistently the same day. Yeah. Anyways, this has been episode 19 of the Blurred Podcast. You can find us on all major platforms and live on twitch.tv/the Blurred Podcast. Blur you later.
Blur you later.
Blur you later.
I'm coming over to your house. You're gonna get blurred.
What?
I love